Gotta fix my special necklace. Ah, yes. Here I am in the nice, warm atmosphere of this scene. Beautiful, pristine, peaceful, I know. Let me get a couple of the things prepared. Ahem. Alright. Hey everybody. Welcome to If you haven't noticed, if you look at that the thingy under my channel's title, you might see that it says something along the lines of 2,000 subscribers. That's right. It happened. It finally happened. It took a week after the Gumsmack video for it to happen, to fit in with Connor Quimby's prediction. But it happened. Here we are, in a reality where I have successfully reached 2,000 subscribers with our lovely Agma Schwa channel, and I would very much like to thank all of you profusely for that, because I know there's like channels out there with like 10 million subscribers and 50 million subscribers, etc. But I mean, put into context that we're the Conlang community. It's just like Artifexian, Biblion, Jan Measly, and then down to like me, unless you consider like Rob Dog Hot Dog a conlanging channel. He's a cool guy. But yeah, so here we are. It is a reality. Again, 2,000 people is a lot of people for the Conlang community, for us all to be gradually coalescing, finding out our niche within the overall Conlang community. That is pretty awesome, because obviously there's a lot of different types of conlangers. There's people who do conlang for many different purposes, and there's people who engage in conlanging with many different senses of humor, or levels of senses of humor. And, you know, I tried to curate an audience that is higher on the sense of humor scale, you know, a little bit more on that curse language side. But I also, obviously, have made autotune and things associated with that. So our audience is glorious. Our people are glorious. You are all glorious. I am extremely appreciative of all of you. I am also extremely appreciative to the I think 11 people who have decided to become patrons and literally donate money towards the cause of allaying the $700 that I have spent on this channel so far. Well, that's what's left in the negative. It's probably a little bit less now because the Patreon number's gotten higher. I haven't done the October calculations yet. So let's say it's about $620 negative. But totally worth it, because I've had an awesome time with all y'all on the videos, in the comment sections, and on Discord, all that stuff. Now, today is quite the special day, because, number one, 2,000 subscribers, big achievement. Took 13 months to get to 1,000, and it took around 10 months to get to 2,000, so that rate is increasing. Together, we can increase that rate more, bring more people into our lovely community, increase the amount of good times that we can have. But also for another reason. Today, assuming all my technology works correctly, and we're going to find out in a second, we have guests on this stream. And I mean, not in terms of like the Minecraft stuff. We've done Minecraft streams many times before. But today, I am going to be bringing on various other, conlang channels, people who have made conlang videos and stuff. And yeah, so it's going to be good. Let's see what people are saying. We got lots of people being, let's go baby, yo, congrats, this is awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And thanks specifically to you, and congrats to all of us, because this has definitely been like a community effort, developing all these things together. I probably wouldn't still be doing this if it wasn't for the glory of our Discord community and for all of your fun and entertaining comments on the videos and in the streams and stuff. So here we are. Pretty much a year and 11 months into the content making process. Pretty much. So let me introduce you to our people that we have so far, which, unsurprisingly, we have Eternal, and we so far on here have Space Dirt and Kate the Pan Plate. Let us see if I can get into this chat and make it work. So hopefully nothing goes calamitously wrong, and tell me if the audio is not working or anything. That's right. Okay. Nope, not doing that. But wait for it. Okay. Hang on a second. I'm going to join this chat. And...
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello,
I hear you.
Yes, I can hear all you.
That's
Now,
good. That's
Well,
good.
let's hope that they can hear us.
That is true.
Let's see, let's
that is
check the
true.
stream.
Hello.
That's true. Everybody,
Yes,
Okay.
hear
let's
us,
say
I think.
hello. Assume that everyone can hear you in all of its glory.
Okay, well, now I'm starting to hear my voice on the stream, so I'm muting it now.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a good
So-
sign.
That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
That's a good idea. All right. So
Ping me.
we
No.
so far again we have with us Space Dirt, Eternal, and Kate the Pan Plate.
Yes.
If y'all do not know them, which at this point in the lore of the server and the channel is kind of unlikely, but Eternal is
Well,
the one
Space
who
Dirt
does.
might not know.
Well, I mean, we'll see. So Eternal is the one who does like all kinds of programming and like all the technical stuff for nga.org and the Discord server, and made the plugins and stuff for the Minecraft server and all that. So he's essentially our tech lord, and here he is yet again. This time not playing ngad on the server, but just is here for the discussion. Then we also have Space Dirt. If you don't know Space Dirt, he has a channel as well that is called Space Dirt. I've done a
That's
song
true.
for him.
Mhm.
If you want to give an introduction for yourself, you could probably do it also Eternal if you want. But go ahead first, Space Dirt.
Yeah, no, I have my own channel, Space Dirt. I post a lot of linguistics related content, some world building stuff. Currently working on a new video, which I'm trying to get out eventually. And yeah, as Nga said, there's a song that he did because I cannot sing.
There you go. It's in this music of the Rituali video right here. It was a good time. So yes, y'all should subscribe to Space Dirt if you have not done so already. You should do that.
Thank you.
All right, and then Kate,
Hello.
how's it going?
Life is moderately okay.
Moderately
But
okay.
yes,
That is
Hello,
moderately
all.
good. This
I
is
am
Kate's
Kate the
channel right
Fanplate.
here. There you go.
I should upload more often, but I'm very bad at working on things.
That is
Which-
a relatable subject for many people.
My
They will
teachers
understand.
probably love me for that, considering the amount of late assignments I have. But you know,
God.
if I'm gonna do late assignments for my teachers, I might as well do late assignments for YouTube as well.
There you go.
When we were thinking about it, yeah.
At least got to keep things consistent.
Consistent across all bases.
Exactly.
Though, I am very cool. Just so you know.
Yes, Kate is very awesome. And Eternal, do you want to add anything to the introduction of yourself?
Not really. You said most of what there was to say, I think.
There you go.
So-
Beautiful. Eternal also typeset professionally the contents of the AutoJune book. So the reason it looks good and not like a big old essay just smashed in there is also because of Eternal. So there you go. Beautiful. And then soon we should have at least one other person joining us. But well, we'll see when he gets here. But yeah, for the time being, we are here. I would like to
Yes.
perhaps discuss some things, right?
Things.
Yes,
Things.
stuff and things, as some might say.
I see.
Let me look at these comments real quick, though. We've got a lot of yellow and hello. How it be hot boy magnum
Wow.
schlong.
I sent a partying emoji earlier
Pretty
in chat, but it doesn't render on your preview. I was pretty sad about that.
This is tragic. This is absolutely tragic. Y'all are awesome. One of Space Dirt's vids is what got me into conlanging. Quote Macosmic. There you go.
Benny remembers when Ogma was at 600 subscribers.
Yeah. I remember when I was at
Also-
0 subscribers.
Ogma, I must inquire.
Uh,
How is Ogma pronounced? Is it Ogma? Agma?
Oh
Aggie?
god.
Agna?
It's
Ogma?
we're gonna say it's angma, right? With like a nasalized ah. So it's like agma. There you go.
Okay, got it, Agman.
So that it
Agma.
almost
Got it.
has so that the sound of the letter almost has like the ng sound in it, but it's just kind of blended into the ah. As is reality, since Eternal and I do so many things together, the ah and the ng is blended together into a nasalized ah. That should be our.
I don't even have that sound in my accent.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I feel as
that's
though
true.
just add it.
A
Just
is its hard. A is basically the entire structure of the channel, and then Ogma's the face and the ideas.
There we go. I mean, yeah, like the Discord
They
server.
do help out from time to time.
Yeah. I mean, having
From time
having an entire
time.
plot to the Minecraft server, you know.
Hmm.
There
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
Benny typed it in. The Angma, Agbort, Ego, Agatha Schwa from Eden, French moment. Okay. Sugma Schlong. God damn it. Absolutely unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable.
You know, it would have been better if it was Sugma Schwang instead of Schlong.
Schwa.
You know, we didn't have to hear any of those today, yet you created an additional one of those that we needed to hear and process.
It's still going. It's still going.
Sugma Schwang.
Sagma Schwang. Oh, God.
That one's by me.
Oh god.
Daddy Agma.
Someone in chat said Thorn supremacy, and it really doesn't help that when I write in cursive and my lowercase p looks like a thorn.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh god. Yeah,
Aggie Schwank is still my favorite nickname, though.
The Aggie Schwank.
It's weird watching the stream and being in the call at the same time because I can see your webcam, but you're like everything is delayed.
Yeah.
So I'm just
lag behind what he's saying.
Oh wait, hang on a second. I've got a better screen that I can turn on that literally shows your text bars if it works. It's a little off. Let me fix it real quick. Let me fix it. That's the actual thing that I spent 20 minutes putting together earlier. I can fix it. Everything is gonna be okay.
Oh wow.
Don't cry.
Yeah, that's
Wait for it. Nope. Other way. And then nope.
This is beautiful.
We go. There we go. That's
I'm
how
just
it's
seeing what you're doing, like a few minutes behind, like not a minute, like 30 seconds behind, because I'm watching
it's not
on the
even
screen,
that.
and it's like 30 seconds behind.
done. Beautiful.
But there we are. Now people can see when we're talking. That's useful.
Yeah.
That is
Mine
useful.
just always on for some reason.
I thought something was off earlier. I literally put that whole thing together whenever I was like preparing for this stream.
It is a bit distorted, you know.
It is a bit distorted, but I don't really care because it kind of makes everything symmetrical over here on the side of the screen. So
Yeah, it is kind of nice to be honest.
You can just pretend.
It's so beautiful.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful. Ligma Schwa, Andrew
Oh,
Swan, Agriculture.
These are just some beautiful.
Apple.
These are
RG.
beautiful things.
I've been working on
Oh.
language languages, of course. If I can
Nice.
source a body pillow cover, I'll try to get it to you before 3K. How about that? From Kakyoin. God, if you guys, if y'all watching did not know this before, a while ago, like pretty much, was it a year ago? Like it was a while ago.
So yeah, could
Kakyoin basically tried to get me a body pillow to go back here, like a body pillow of lapis lazuli from Steven Universe.
Oh
From
no.
from a series of inside jokes that like I don't even remember much of the details of anymore, but but we were like, yeah, that would be great if I got lapis lazuli as a body pillow behind me during the videos, and so we tried to get it, but I don't know if Kakyoin got like scammed or something, but if by the artist or whatever, or if it just vanished into the shadow realm. But the physical pillow is at Kakyoin's house, but the actual case with a design on it never showed up. So we'll see if that actually ends up happening. And I'm sure my girlfriend would absolutely love that if I
It's just competition.
body pillow of like a seductive lapis lazuli, like just always behind me during video.
That would be absolutely beautiful, Agma.
Oh god.
That would be something, that's for sure.
When are you releasing Agma Schwab body pillows?
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, those
you
would
should
smell like
make Agma Schwab
hotcakes.
body pillows where the character on the body pillows are the letters Ang and Schwab. Agma and
Yeah.
Schwab.
There you go.
Not,
There you
not
go.
you, just the
It's like
letters.
that's the loophole right there. You just have like, yeah, you just have that. It would also work pretty well with Connor Quimby's like stick figure character, you know. We'll tell
That would
him
be
if he
beautiful.
shows up. Like,
Oh god.
We
Yeah.
need.
We
need
tell
a
him, he
Connor
immediately
Quimby body
leaves.
pillow now.
Yeah.
You know what's sad though? There's not a pan stand body pillow. I'd have to get one of that
That
design.
would be a pretty good one too. That would be a pretty good one. God, that's great. Nothing gets a girl going like a guy with a body pillow. Oh god. It's just ironic, babe. It's
If my
just
boyfriend had a body pillow, I'd just mock him for it.
No, I'm totally gonna get mocked if it shows up, and that's honestly half the fun. Like,
Yeah.
I'm expecting the mockery to come through. Like, I need to get like a PO box or something so people can just ship me random trash.
Are you sure you want to give the viewers that power? Like,
I want to
I
make
mean-
some Agma Schwab fan art.
I already gave them the power to submit questions for a Q&A video. That's gonna come out soon
That-
now that we reach 2,000 subs. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's already some cursed content in those Q&A videos. A lot of them are very
Beautiful question.
yeah, some very beautiful questions.
Hmm.
A lot of them were very specifically related to
questions-
French. Like a lot of it was just
Some
about
questions are like
French.
genuine questions. The other questions are just entirely memeing.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
should
That
be.
Like
is
my
100%
questions
true.
are half memeing, half real questions.
Yeah. You have a few in there that are like a good mix. Connor also has a few that are like a mix of serious and joking questions. So there's a lot of just very cursed ones on there.
interesting.
Yeah.
And I said that I said that like now that I'm at 2,000 that the submissions for that Q&A video are kind of cut off because I had Eternal make basically a thing that sorts them by amount of emoji reactions and whether or not the question asker is a patron or not. So I'm gonna kind of do the questions in that order.
Oh, I see. Wait, I should react to the
Yeah.
ones I like with emojis now.
Exactly.
probably
That's
actually
why I told people in the chat to.
I didn't see that.
to
Okay?
react to the ones that they liked with some of the emojis and get them higher up in the ranks. But you're also already a matron, so that could
That's true. You're also pretty high up there. That's true.
yeah.
Yeah, I am a matron.
Agma, just don't forget to remind me whenever you do record the Q&A so that I can send you an updated version of all the messages.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be soon. Yeah. Also, oh yeah, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something important. Yes, we're going to return to doing some Ngcraft stuff, like Ngcraft Minecraft server season
Oh
2 is
boy.
coming. We're not gonna give
Mhm.
like any specific date yet because that takes some preparation to get things set
Yeah,
up, including
yeah.
getting the server into 1.17. So that's gonna
Which I'm
happen.
working on currently.
Oh wait, we just got asked. Oh no. Well, what's
Ah.
body pillow and rabid? I feel like they would be a fan. Oh no.
Oh my
God.
god.
Ogma,
We could look into that.
you must make the word for body pillow and rabbit if there's not one already.
I can quickly make a
That's
word
true.
if you want.
That's true. I mean,
But-
I had the Gumsmack sheet open, but I could go and open up rabid real quick.
I'm bad at making words when it comes to hyperpirates, so I think I'll leave rabbit to you actually.
Is it sad that I'm in the call with the creators of Gumsmack and I still have not looked into it or watched the video?
That's
You
not
still
sad,
haven't
that's
seen the video?
theoretical.
I mean, you're pretty blessed compared to like what it could be, you know.
That's true.
I haven't had a chance of free time where I've like had it on my brain to watch the video.
I mean, again, it's rather cursed.
It's something, that's for
I
sure.
believe it's cursed.
It's I would say it's worse than Hyper Pirate.
It is, it is.
Oh,
It is.
It's definitely worse than Hyper Pirate. It's okay. I said at the moment, like whenever I was doing the whole whenever I was recording the whole chowder theme in Gumsmack, I said, ouch, I thought this would be less painful than Hyper Pirate because it was pretty painful. But I still have, when you consider like the long term, you know, Hyper Pirate, whenever I did the Nuzzles You Ooh Woo copy pasta in Hyper Pirate, my voice, my throat was hurting for almost 2 full days after I recorded that.
You're welcome, Magma, you're welcome.
Yeah, thanks a lot for making all those words so incredibly long, including the emojis that took like
The
an
emojis
entire
were the
paragraph
real
to
problem.
say.
Yeah, the emojis were like 90% of all the words were just the emojis.
Yeah,
that's great.
it was brutal. So I'll still have to say that for literal pain, Hyper Pirate was still worse than Gumsmack, but Gumsmack was still painful, and the language itself, I would say, is much more cursed in Gumsmack than it is Hyper Pirate. It's gonna be hard to beat that.
Well, if we can't make a language that's more cursed, we have to make one that's even more painful to speak.
You can definitely go more cursed. There is
If you want to
always
do more painful, just have phonemic stabbing on yourself.
Phonemic like flagellation. Like,
Oh god.
Phonemic burping.
oh god. I know Lycan reached out to me about making a language that he thinks is going to be even more cursed than Gumsmack.
oh, do tell.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I don't want to reveal too much about it because that's probably going to be a pretty cursed surprise as well. But he reached out to me like immediately after the Gumsmack video came out. Like he messaged me and he was like, "Hey, remember a long time ago we talked about doing a language based on blank? I'm not gonna tell you." He was like, "We should actually do that," and I was like, "Yeah, I agree. We should definitely do that."
That sounds very beautiful.
It will be. It's gonna be something.
I wonder when my turn to make a curse language with you will be.
I mean, you could always get started. I know some people in the server are or were working on that B language, the Hyper B.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Are they
So
going to dub the entire B movie? Because if not, that should be the goal.
Oh wait, this
God.
Oh no.
this conversation made me think of that one time where a few of the people in your server, and including us, hung out to try and create the perfect language
Oh yeah, the
to be the
yeah.
server language. Let me see the perfect language right now. Let's see. Perfect phonology, perfect grammar, perfect lexicon, perfect religion. Oh yeah, there was an entire
Yeah, yeah.
religion.
There's a whole civilization around it. Hang on, let me read a couple comments real quick. Nether Mapping says, "Whoa, I didn't know you are now 2K Games. Whoa, are you working on NBA 2K22?" Thank you. Then we have, oh yeah, what about the psychological pain of hyperformal? That's from the last live stream. Hyperformal's gonna happen too. That's gonna be a thing.
Yeah, definitely.
What about a
And
language?
this is the perfect language. I posted it in the chat we're in right now.
Oh yeah, wait, hang on. I think I
you wanna
still
look
have
at it.
I still have the spreadsheet for that in there too. Hang on a second.
Yeah, that's just the link to the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
If you guys need any help with the language you're working on, just let me know.
There we go.
See, my main problem is again working on it because I'm bad at working on things.
Yeah, I see.
The
What
perfect
about a
language, the perfect phonology. You know, the labio-vulval phoneme.
Oh god.
God damn it.
No.
Of course. Then what is throttle?
Throatal. Like, you know, in the throat.
I also
Throttle.
find the spelling of nasal there quite interesting. It's just nasal.
Nozzle.
Why is front just Pornhub rant?
Because it was originally PH runt, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
someone was
Front.
like, "Oh,
Oh, God.
PH Pornhub."
I see how it is.
Actually.
I see how it is. And
And then to the perfect grammar,
oh
it's
god.
beautiful.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have
Front.
animate, solid, non-solid, green, and Greek as the genders.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those are
And
the
then the
genders.
cases: nominative, accusative, dative, genitive, vocative, locative, and lative.
Really, you should. There's you could do
And then
something
the
with
word,
those
the
cases.
copula is poop,
Yeah, yeah.
and the negative
poop.
copula is cock.
Cock. See,
Actually.
uh, oh, that's pretty
And
good.
then the perfect lexicon is probably the best. We
If
got dong, the word for apple, thong, the word for cheese, dong, the word for dongs, jospel, word for giant woman,
I wonder where
na,
that came
word
from.
for gna,
There you go.
pugus, pagas,
Yeah,
pugus,
Pogus.
word for ocean, stan,
Oh, God.
person,
God damn it.
slasta, fan, pee to say goodbye, poo-poo to say hello, swoos, water, yellow, pakiem, YouTube.
There you
And
go.
obviously
And
YouTube
of course,
is a Greek
YouTube
noun.
is a Greek
Yeah, YouTube
noun.
is a Greek noun.
Oh God.
So
One of
is
my
the
legs.
obviously.
Adjectives are an invention of the Greeks. Of course. And, oh god. Oh yeah, yeah, the entire like
Entire religion, which
yeah, I think
it's a lot.
isn't it just like Genesis just translated like just like converted into
Kinda.
Carter.
It's remember Richard? He made this.
Yeah, Richard made this.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Make the word for turkey grammatically Greek just to piss people off.
Oh God. What do you mean? I'm sure everyone would love that. No one would have any objections
There
whatsoever.
would be no issue with that whatsoever. And you know, the original goal when we made this spreadsheet was to make a language for the people of the Agmashwa Discord server to talk in.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it really fits that goal anymore. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would ever self-respectfully talk in this and have a conversation.
Yeah, probably
The
not.
lingua franca.
The lingua nunc. That's pretty good. All these saints or whatever that are mentioned in this list were just like people from the Discord server. There's like Benefit is supposed to be Benny, Atringius is supposed to be Eternal,
Okay.
Kati, I don't know who's
That's
Kati
Kate.
supposed to be. Oh yeah, that's
me.
you. There you go.
Mm.
And then we got
have Kawakabel is
Kawakabel.
probably Kakuin.
We got
Alias was Al, the guy who created the server.
Rana.
Yeah, Rana.
Ratiolus, Bjorkis, Abadyan, Abandonan, Kalina, Murmariadid, Tuxadid. Is that a reference to Tixar?
I think
Was
that's
Tixar
Tux.
even there?
No, Tixar wasn't there yet. That's Tux.
Oh, and then we got Richard. Born
Eden
from
says,
two
I love y'all,
conlangs,
but I ain't
unwedded.
speaking this. Do the same with North Macedonia as well, just to piss people off. the Greek noun. That's great.
Oh god.
Ketamine mixed with pithum. Oh god, that would be a nightmare. Careta. Make
I'm
the
gonna
word
start
for
writing
China.
some of these things down for high
Oh
performance.
no.
Honestly. Oh god.
I'm
There's
in
a
love
lot
with
of
this.
content in this from the book of Kakyaud.
Yeah.
Legendary. Yeah. No, we could totally expound upon the perfect language someday.
Yes, we should.
Piss them all off, I dare you. I mean, it's just grammatical genders, you know. Like I don't know what you're talking about, Greece. Turkey is I mean, or actually that would be more offensive to Turkey. Greece would love it if Turkey was a Greek noun. Same with North Macedonia. Maybe even Albania. I feel like making Albania a Greek noun would also kind of trigger some people.
Yeah, I mean, you could really, I mean, that might be an interesting conlang idea. A conlang that is meant to, like, inspire the most anger in everyone.
Oh, I remember
the
seeing
most
someone who
anger
made
possible.
It was like designed to be the most offensive conlang possible.
Oh god. That's just the hate lang. Just or the anger lang. Anger langer.
That could be something interesting. It's everything, you know, you have that anger from, you know, calling Albanian Greek or something. I don't know. But then it could also be the sounds of. It could be based off the sounds of anger. You know, there could be lots of yelling, screaming,
Yeah.
That would be
muttering to oneself.
It could be like phonemic levels of frustration, you know. like if you say the sentence like, yeah, you can do that. Like it's kind of level 1. It's like, yeah, you can do that, you know. And that means like a whole totally different thing. It's like speaking English except like the
to be
levels of
formal.
anger.
Being formal is speaking passive aggressively. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who would do that, but I mean, you can do that.
And you would like express that in the sentence by putting like the gritted teeth emojis before and after each clause. Like 2016 lang. Yeah, pretty much. The anger lang. Taiwan from Mongolian. Okay. Polari, but an actual conlang. Wait, what is Polari? Wait, I think I recognize that. What is that from? I don't know.
I might
Kakyoid, what
have
is
heard
that
of that
from?
as well.
Polar.
I know Polaris is a brand of like ATV like vehicles. Those things are cool. I got to test one of them out whenever I was in Moab, Utah. And they just
Moab?
Had, like, yeah, Moab.
It says Polari is a form of slang or cant used in Britain by some actors.
I'll type in the Polari cant. Ah, look at that.
Jesus, what is that?
Interesting. Interesting. So circus and fairground showmen, professional wrestlers, merchant navy sailors, criminals, sex workers, and the gay subculture. Okay.
course.
That's a very wide range of use. Like, and all of them are super specific except
Yeah.
for just the gay subculture. Like, it's just okay. A long-standing connection with Punch and Judy Street. A puppet show. Okay. That's fascinating. Dick's so good at got me speaking Polari. God damn. Okay.
I have a feeling. Am I going to hear more sentences like these? I assume that I will. And
Yeah.
Most likely.
I
I can't
welcome to
really
Discord.
complain. Yeah.
Yeah,
To be
but-
honest.
You know what I really love about the Polari Wikipedia page?
Yeah.
It lets you like scroll over the different Wikipedia pages and see like a short description with a picture. And for gay subculture, the picture is the furry
no.
flag, I believe.
Oh no, it is.
Oh.
Why? Okay.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
Why? Okay.
Oh, hyper hillbilly in the chat.
Hyper
That's just
hillbilly.
Benny's dialect.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, dear.
Hyper hillbilly is literally just how Benny talks.
I mean, like most of the time, most of the time when Benny's talking, it sounds like totally normal. But then, whenever he specifies like the true IPA of what he's saying, it's like, oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, that's because usually when we call with him, he's talking with his, as he says, city voice instead of his true idiolect.
That's true. That's true.
Mm.
His true idiolect is something so cursed, even IPA cannot contain it.
Like Gumsmack. Gumsmack
Exactly.
cannot be contained within the IPA.
Yeah, if you look at the slides, you'll see that the IPA is in italics because it's not a transcription, it's actually just a form of spelling it.
Punch talk. Bonaparte.
Oh, it's the bear flag, not the furry flag. That's less bad.
All right.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's less cursed, I should say.
Code switching. Yeah. Hey, Tixar is here. Hey, Tixar.
Tix.
Well,
2,000 subscribers. Hey,
Whoa.
got him.
We've got Tixar here.
That's right. This
damn it.
Polari thing is very fascinating, though. I'm
Pixar, we aren't
interested
in a
this.
voice chat on the Angmashwa server, so you can't join it.
This is a different thing. So
We're a beautiful group.
basically,
I
look
like
at
how
that.
right as I said that, we heard the join the call button. So somehow Tixar managed to find her way
Yeah,
here.
I was like,
Just-
wait a second. How did Tixar get here?
Tixar can join.
That was
It's
not
Connor
me.
Quimby, everyone.
Oh, there's Connor. Wait, say
Give it
something,
up.
Connor. I think your mic might be low on my computer. Let me
My
fix
my
it.
mic is on.
Oh,
no,
there you
it's
go.
fine. I
There
can
you
hear
go.
you.
It's definitely on.
Nice.
There we are.
There we go. There's Connor Quimby, everyone. Oh, and he muted himself real quick. But anyway, so there's Connor. Again, if you guys don't know Connor Quimby.
I'm pretty
If you
awesome.
don't know Connor Quimby, you're a disappointment to Conlang culture.
Connor
Thank you.
Quimby was in the iceberg. If you remember that. Connor Quimby created the How to Make an Awful Conlang series and now does various linguistics things. And this is his channel right here. He just recently got to 1,000 subscribers.
Thank
and
you.
and he also was in the first couple seconds doing the warning at the beginning of the Gumsmack video.
Yes, it was me. Thank
Yes,
you very
indeed.
much.
Yes, indeed. Congratulations to you. Connor, what did you think of the Gumsmack video?
It was an experience,
Yes.
to say the least.
It was
That's a way to put it. That's a way to put
Way
it.
of putting it.
God. Yeah, it was very much a fun time. Quite the nightmare for a lot of reasons, but also a very fun process of making the language and turning it into a real thing. Now that we've got a few people on here, I'd say this is probably a good time to reveal the plot twist.
Oh, here we go.
So
Or are we doing this thing now?
not yet. But I want to make this announcement now that we've got a few people in this chat, and many people are probably noticing that this isn't in the Agma Schwa chat this time, because there may or may not be, and have been for pretty much the entirety of 2021 so far, a secret kind of group of various Conlang linguistics and world building channels that I named Big Lang, that has kind of been working together on little collabs, and also the Conlang iceberg. That was kind of like the first thing. So that has been a thing that has existed for a while. It consists of many of us, pretty much most of the Conlangers and a lot of world builders that you see on YouTube and are probably aware of.
And me. I'm a
and
conlanger, just not as much on YouTube. Okay.
I mean, you've got a channel. I showed them your channel.
I've started uploading videos about conlanging and got into creative block.
That's right. So yeah, there's a lot of people in this chat. There's Biblion, Artifexian, Nakari, Stoneworks, world building. Though he hasn't really said much in the past few months.
He's doing Minecraft stuff now, I think.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of.
His channel's doing
Minecraft's
really well.
Minecraft.
His
His
Minecraft
channel's
server
doing
is awesome.
really well.
Yeah, his server is awesome.
I was on his Minecraft server and active for like a good week, and then I forgot about it and stopped playing on it.
Yeah, well,
Because
I mean, there's a
I
lot
forget
of
about
people
things
keeping
a lot.
things going on there.
Man, if we could have gotten Zidnaf in, it would have been even better.
That's true.
Dude,
the
I would
Zidnaf kind of said
Zidnaf
that,
is
Zidnaf said, I may or may not ever make videos again.
Yeah.
So if we ever find Zidnaf on YouTube or find a way to contact Zidnaf, we could ask.
That's true.
Isn't Zidnaf on Twitter?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think was Zidnaf and Artifexian also your guys' like inspirations originally?
Zidnaf
yeah.
was like the beginning of me getting into linguistics.
It's been so long since I've seen those videos.
Yeah, let me go to
I
Zidnaf's
still
channel
binge-
real quick.
I
Zidnaf
binge
and
Zidnaf every
Artifexian.
once in a while.
Also, at
Zidnaf
one
and
point,
Artifexian are literally the things I have to thank for my major and ultimately my career. So like,
yeah.
Hi, I'm
Yeah, that, I mean, I relate to that as well, to a certain extent. Like, also at one point, I remember a video where Zidnaf said the pronunciation's supposed to be Hednaf. Most people just say Zidnaf anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, he actually like later retconned that and declared
Oh.
no longer.
Wow.
Clearly, you haven't watched every single video 30 times.
yeah, I guess not. But yeah, so Zidnaf's videos were all coming out like 4 or 5 years ago. And yeah, I was definitely inspired by Zidnaf originally. I guess it's been so long that I never even subscribed to Zidnaf on the Agma Schwa channel. There we go.
Yeah, Zidnaf was not much. Zidnaf has not uploaded much at all in the past few years, except for one video
Yep.
about skipping Mondays.
I just want to say that Eden says in the live stream chat, Zidnaf has done more for the academic field of linguistics than Chomsky. And Eden, you are absolutely 100% correct.
That, I honestly, yeah. At least in
Completely
terms of, like,
unironically.
yeah, no, I'm
Zidnaf has
serious.
done
I
more
agree.
to like bring linguistics to a larger audience. Nobody cares about Noam Chomsky. Old fart.
If it's
Hold
only
on, is Noam
YouTubers.
Chomsky still alive? We should get
Yeah.
him to the big lane
I
chat.
think he's still
God.
alive.
That would be some.
Well, I looked on the Wikipedia page and there's nothing about death, so
Well, if I remember
No,
correctly, Chomsky said in an interview that he doesn't really care much about constructed languages. So also we've
I
got
mean-
Tix asking if it's only YouTubers, why is at there too?
Because Eternal is the technical genius that Eternal's
well,
an
you see,
exception.
A
We need
is like
Eternal.
responsible for Agma Schwa functioning.
Yeah, he's
If it
basically
weren't for
like
ad,
half
then
of
there
my
would
essence.
be no Agba.
Yeah. Exactly. So
Yeah, we
Eternals an
need.
exception. Ah,
Now, another nice thing about the Big Lang community is that for you viewers, you will have noticed that collaborations between people within Big Lang are significantly more common than those without. So keep an
That is
eye
true.
out for that. if you,
Exactly. There's
Yes.
always like something going on. We've got things in the works. We got some interesting things in the works.
there's some fun
I've got nothing in the works though.
You could. But yeah.
They don't need to know. You can hide it.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
have a
Just
massive,
say, oh yeah.
really great project in the works. It's
There you
definitely gonna exist.
go. It's
Oh.
happening. It's gonna be a reality.
Totally. I'm not making stuff up on the spot.
Yeah. No, you would never do that.
Listen, I never make anything up.
Yeah. Like
Everything I say is truthful.
But yeah, the most recent addition into Big Lang was Mariah Patty. I don't know if y'all have heard of Mariah Patty.
Mariah Patty's
pretty
cool.
awesome stuff.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
so Mariah
quite
Patty
good.
on her primary channel, she does like dresses and sewing and stuff and like historical stuff, and it's really cool. And then she also has a world building channel where she's done a couple of languages, but is currently working more on the world building stuff right now. And
Yeah.
does like some really in-depth, like extremely in-depth stuff, like about the avian human biology and stuff. So if you haven't heard of Mariah Patty world building, you should check that one out too.
Yeah.
Show her channel on the live stream.
I am.
Oh,
Yeah. I currently am.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Are you not watching the stream, Connor?
I had it paused by accident, so it's still at Zinap.
Yeah. No, I think that within Big Lang, you get a pretty good mix of world building and conlanging stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and some
Yeah.
legitimate linguistic stuff too, which
Mhm.
artifacts and
Legitimate linguistics. Bleh.
What a myth. Doesn't-
We do get
Cool,
some
thanks,
of that.
guys. I see. The reason I switched away from conlanging is because I'm really bad at it. Like really bad at it. That's why
But-
my series was called "How to Make an Awful
Yeah.
Conlang,"
Exactly.
because I was
exactly.
so bad at it. And so now I can just screw around with real language stuff, shit on, say bad things about French half the time, and I'll be fine. Pardon
Yeah,
my
I
French.
think
You're allowed to say the occasional bad word on here. You know, if there's going to be any monetization on these streams, the bot can declare otherwise.
There's gonna be any
Yeah.
monetization. No,
I was
not
speaking-
gonna be monetization.
I was speaking French anyways.
Yeah. Exactly,
Yeah, so-
exactly.
Yeah, no. I mean, honestly though, I feel like being terrible at conlanging is sort of it's a rite of passage. My first conlang was so bad. It will never no one is outside of like my little group that I created it with. They will never know the details of this language. It's never coming out. There's no force on Earth or beyond that can make me release
You see-
information.
My very first conlang I made was bad. I feel like everyone will be bad at conlang when they first make it because
Exactly.
it's a big learning curve.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Then why 4 years later am I still terrible at it?
Because you're on the wrong side of the curve.
I've made,
you gotta
like-
practice.
I've done like
Well-
15. Like
It may
One
just
thing.
be that it's just
Where's my original?
I don't know. It's just not right for you, or I don't know what to say. Like, what am I trying to say?
have
It's
I
just-
told you? Yeah. Have I told you
it's-
guys the story of my first conlang?
No. No.
You might have, but I don't think so.
I mentioned it slightly in How to Make an Awful Conlang 5, which is my most viewed video. It was called Circa. And this was a conlang I made with a friend in 9th grade, like a kid I had just met because we went to different middle schools. And we had the great idea of committing fraudulent financial gain by registering a church in New York State. And we figured if we were going to create our own religion to, have a church in New York State, we might as well make a language to go with it so nobody could understand what we were doing. And we dropped that after we were actually about to sign the paperwork and realized we didn't have $150 to do it. But the language was absolutely terrible. I've shown the orthography in the video. I could find the document somewhere. It was, I thought it was a good idea to write the romanization using IPA characters.
You see, that's actually.
I mean,
I feel.
But I was 14, so.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's also you're sort of a step up of above a lot of people, because I know many people when they first start conlanging don't even know that the IPA is a thing.
That is true.
I was in that situation.
After that, I knew what the IPA was because of Zednath and Artifexy and all that. So I thought I knew what I was doing because I watched their videos. And I think when it really whenever I make a conlang, it starts to break down once I try to make vocabulary. And after a while, it's just really crappy, especially on the times I've tried to make languages derived from other ones, or, historically based languages. It's just complete mess. So, yeah, awful conlang indeed.
There you go. I mean, yeah, everyone's first conlangs are pretty cancer. I
feel like for a lot of people, their first conlangs are made in a vacuum of not knowing about conlang.
Yeah,
Thandian.
That
that's
was
literally.
Yeah, exactly.
I am in a weird position though with my first conlang, because there are terms and words in it that I still will use to this day among a very small friend group. Even though I've
come with me once.
Yeah. But again, those terms will never see the light of day, and if they do, they will not be linked to my name. There's
Hold on, let me just find the term so I can link it to your name, because I think I wrote it down.
Is there much to link to space dirt? What is a space dirt?
You know what?
Space dirt is a dirt in space.
Yeah.
There you
It's
go.
like the moon. The moon is a space dirt.
Well, that's technically space regolith or regolith. It's not technically
the only
dirt.
difference between dirt and a rock is how solid it is. Please believe me.
Wow.
I passed Earth Science. I don't know about you, though, but
Earth Science was my only A in 6th grade. Don't take this away from me.
God.
Space Dirt. What is the backstory behind your username?
That's true. What is it?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest here. I really don't know. I think it was because, I very much enjoy space and all things astronautical. And so I'm like, okay, let's put a space in there. What's the second part gonna be? I just picked dirt. I don't know what it was, but
dirt.
Nice. You guys want to know my username backstory?
I bet it's a big plot twist. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom.
I see.
I got my username from my mom.
There you go.
It's one way of doing it.
Yeah.
My username is actually relatively recent, because I only came up with my username after I came out to my friends as trans. So originally my username had nothing to do with my current username. But my current username was just rhyming Kate. I looked for words that rhymed with Kate and found plate. And my first thought was, oh yeah, I'm also Pan. Pan and plate are both things in the kitchen. Why don't put them next to each other?
Oh, I never realized that. Right.
That is-
Take
I
the pan
kind of
plate.
figured that was the story, but I didn't know for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So another thing on my username that I haven't actually told anyone this yet, but
Mhm.
when I started my channel, I changed my legal name to Connor Quimby after I started the channel. I changed my name to my username
Oh. Wow.
Huh.
because my name change got finalized in like July of 2019. I uploaded the first couple videos in early 2019. So when I started, I put my channel name down as Connor Quimby, even though that wasn't my legal name. And then I eventually changed it to my YouTube username.
You know, a few times my username was Kate the Mossy Plate because my last name's Moss.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
And
The
so
mossy plate.
my name was actually Kate the Mossy Plate on Discord before I got my name legally changed. Because I got my name legally changed yesterday.
There you go. Very nice. Awesome.
Mm.
Connor Quimby is running from the police. All these comments have been great. I'm like looking at them all. I'm like waiting for an opportunity to mention
Connor
some.
Quimby has been running from the police. Well, buddy, that's an understatement.
More like running from the FBI, but we can't get into the details as to why.
Yeah, FBI. I'm not at the liberty to discuss this any further.
My name doesn't really have much of a history. I just thought one day, okay, I need a username, and I like adjectives, I guess, and archaic spelling and diacritics. So that's that.
So you went eternal, and then you made it with the diacritic on the E.
Yeah, the diacritic was my invention, but it used to be spelled with the not digraph, with the ligature. I guess probably in early modern English or whatever, because it was spelled with AE in Latin. So.
Oh, Eden asked me a question in the live stream chat. Can I answer it?
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay. Eden asks, Connor Quimby, what is your plan to abolish private prisons and the military-industrial complex? Now, Eden, this is a very good question. But how to answer it?
I'm excited for this.
Do you want my actual?
I think you should give a totally ironic and cursed answer.
I know what I would say.
Just to leave things as ascended as possible.
I actually don't know how to answer this, Eden. This is a very good question.
We'll get back to you, Eden.
preferred method is normally the car bomb. I'm part Irish after all.
Okay.
Monetization chances declining rapidly.
This is what Patreon is for.
Oh god. You see, honestly, that's a little too small scale. I think if we're gonna go big, let's go big. Am I right?
2 car bombs.
now you're thinking.
That's all it'll take to eliminate the entire prison industrial complex.
I mean, there's an easy solution for that. We could do a method that has already been trusted and proven, just send them all to Australia.
There you go. I mean, all you have to do is just flip them upside down, put them in boxes, and send them
the
over.
only reason Australia
Send them down
exists is
under.
because Georgia left with the United States.
Yeah, exactly. Like Georgia was the original Australia back in the olden days.
And sadly,
yep,
I
got off
lived in the
Oglethorpe.
original Australia. Who would want to live in anything related to Australia?
Okay, as someone who lives in Arizona, which has often been compared to Australia in terms of
Rightfully
danger levels,
so.
No,
Rightfully so.
Arizona seems
Not
worse.
rightfully so. Arizona is a beautiful place with a myriad of. Okay, I guess Australia is too. They have like all kinds of ecosystems too. But
Personally, I think
Arizona's
Texas,
cool.
Texas is the Australia of
I
Texas,
could,
the Australia of America.
I could kind of see that minus the giant spiders. Only like up over by the El Paso region would they
Well,
qualify for that kind of.
Texas is
person.
also massive, and Australia is massive.
That's true. That's true.
Let me find that one picture of Arizona I sent you a while back.
Eternal supports Australiaphobia. There you go. You've been indicted, Eternal.
Just Arizona phobia.
Okay.
Uh,
I will tell
I
you
must-
while we were working on Gumsmack, while I was talking to Eternal, I had to pause and kind of freak out because a tarantula was walking towards me in my own basement, and I had no idea how it got in, and so
that's
I
great.
freaked out, and I assassinated this tarantula, and it was like a baby tarantula too, which got me worried. Like, are there more?
Does it have a family?
Are there more in my basement where I sleep? Like,
If there's one baby tarantula, that probably means there was a full family of tarantulas.
Are the tarantulas coming back? I remember you told me about
Yeah.
the massive tarantula
Yeah.
exodus.
yeah, that's the first time I've seen a tarantula in my town in over 10 years, because in around 2006 or 2007, something happened and there was a massive tarantula migration. They all went south. And I was driving to New Mexico at the time. I was on the highway going east, and you have to go south for that. And it was during this tarantula exodus. And I remember as a 7-year-old, there was a literal traffic jam, and people were like running over these tarantulas. The ground was covered in tarantulas, millions of them, that were just
What the
passing
fuck?
over the road, just going south. And so there were
I would
smashed
just
ones in the
immediately
road.
leave.
But
I
we
would
were
just exit my life. No longer there. I'm leaving.
It was bad. It was terrifying. And then after that,
Speaking
no
of
more
traffic
tarantulas.
jams, that reminds me of something that happened earlier today. So, I was in the car on my way to my dad's house, and we were waiting at a red light or like an intersection to turn left, and the car in front of us had its blinkers for going left, and they didn't go when the light turned green. And so we were waiting for a while. And then my dad
Okay.
got out of the car to look to see in their car to see why they weren't moving. And there was just no people in the car. It was empty. And so my
of the
dad
spider?
looked around, and we couldn't find whoever owned the car. It was just
Okay.
a random
we-
car sitting there at an
Like in the middle
intersection.
of the road. Oh god.
Are we?
It was-
How is this connected to spiders? I thought we were still talking to spiders.
Oh,
We were
but
talking about
it's-
tarantulas, which led to traffic jams.
Oh,
And now I'm talking about
okay.
this traffic jam.
Traffic jam.
There
Okay,
you
okay.
go.
Hyper spider.
Hyper spider. No.
Hyper
Oh,
spider.
no.
I
No.
think I remember actually. I watched a video once of a spider making noises.
Have you guys seen spiders on drugs?
Yeah.
Uh,
That video is classic.
Yeah, that was pretty good. They were fleeing from the Great Spider War. I'll tell you what they were probably fleeing from, and that's the tarantula hawks, which those are the actual most terrifying creatures in Arizona. I'm going to show you pictures.
Oh
Are they
god.
like giant wasps?
Yes.
Tarantula hawks are these giant iridescent blue-black wasps with bright red wings. that
You mean
feature-
demon spawn?
Yeah.
They're just demon spawn. That's all they are.
Sounds
As
like
you-
a demon.
Oh god.
As you
no.
can see, they attack tarantulas, they sting the tarantulas, and then the tarantulas get drugged by it. They go back to their little tarantula nest, and then the tarantula hawk follows them. And then once the tarantula's in a coma, the tarantula hawk lays eggs inside of the body of the tarantula. And then the baby tarantula hawks come out as little worms that eat the tarantula from the inside
God.
out and turn into more tarantula hawks.
This
and
just
there's-
sounds like an alien that has infected Earth.
And
I think
there's-
that's just what it is. It's from the movie Alien.
and
It does the same.
and their stings are the second most painful sting from an insect in the entire world. It can make
Have you
people
been
pass
stung by
out.
one?
I have not, but my friend almost was when we were little. They're a real threat to kids because what they do is they'll lay upside down on the ground and pretend to be dead, waiting for something to come up and try and eat them. And then they'll come back to life and sting whatever's attacking them. So a lot of the time on the side of the pool, you'll see one laying upside down, and you'd be like, oh, is that dead? Or is it just pretending to be dead? And then instead of trying to answer that question, you kind of just back away because you don't want to find out. Because you do not want to get stung by a tarantula hawk. And the plant that it's on in this picture is a desert milkweed. And desert milkweeds are their favorite thing. If someone has a desert milkweed in their yard, whenever those things bloom, there's tarantula hawks everywhere around it. So my theory is the tarantula exodus must have coincided with a huge bloom of milkweeds, which caused a massive influx of tarantula hawks, and they left because of that. So various like ecological changes or whatever were going on, which may or may not have caused this bloom that led the tarantulas to leave. But that's just the theory.
Yeah.
An Arizona theory. So
Thanks for watching. That's it. That's the stream. We're done.
We're just talking about tarantula hawks and stuff.
It's good
Singto-
world
Yeah.
building. It's good
Singto
world
Abu
building.
has come back with no context.
What's the
Don't worry
etymology
about
of
it.
tarantula?
Don't worry about it.
That might be an actual like an interesting thing to deal with in world building, how people deal with things that I don't know
That try to
if they
kill them.
sting. Well, not just try to kill them, but insects that are incredibly, if they sting you, you will feel a lot of pain or you will die.
What
Yeah.
about a world where there are insects that when they sting you, you get high? And like it's a drug. And then
I
in
mean,
that
that's
world,
actually,
they just constantly
There are-
trade those high bugs.
there are animals that will like use other animals and like harass them for whatever chemicals they produce, and they will get high off them. I believe lemurs do that,
Yeah,
and I think dolphins do it too.
Dolphins do it.
With
they do it with
pufferfish, right?
jellyfish. I thought it was jellyfish.
It might be
And,
jellyfish.
Pufferfish too, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That-
And
Yeah.
Imagine like an underground market.
That's
for
the true
wasps.
sign of
Undergraduate,
intelligence
yeah.
right
Like,
there.
oh yeah.
The true sign of intelligence. Does your animal
The
use
true
things
sign
to
of
get high?
intelligence is seeking out getting high.
Which is interesting you say this, because if we are to consider the specimen college undergraduate, the opposite holds true.
You know what? I mean, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, I sniff dictionaries in the library
Yeah.
from the 1850s. Just
Okay.
love
I
the
can
old
see
smell
that.
of the books.
The smell of old books is pretty nice.
It is. Just like any antiques too. Like if you walk into an antique store and you just get that hit of just old smell,
Yeah.
that's good right there.
I was at a lot of antique stores in Prescott a few weeks ago. Prescott is just
I've only been to an antique store once.
it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
It is
especially,
very
I
fun.
got a globe from when was it? It was like the 1930s, 1940, 1950s, something at that point.
That's
It's
like
actually upstairs. I could go grab it right now.
yeah, why not? Like my favorite
All right,
thing
I'm
about
gonna be right
antique
back,
stores. Yeah, go for it. My favorite thing about antique stores is looking at the maps, and I immediately, what I do is I see a map or a globe, and I'm like, ooh, let me pinpoint what year this is from, and then I'll like look at the map, look at the countries, which ones existed, which ones didn't, and then I'm like, okay, this one's between 2006 and 2011 because Serbia exists, but South Sudan doesn't exist. There you go.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I got a fun globe a little while back too. That was from a while ago. It was interesting too because it came with an atlas, and it was post-Korean War, but it still listed Germany as just one entity. And in the atlas inside, it actually divided Germany up into occupation zones. rather than
1954.
West.
1954.
There you go. So that was before
That makes
it was
sense.
Because
formalized. as
1955
West
is the form. Yeah, I think 1950. Actually, it might have been 49.
I believe it was 49. I asked
Because
my.
think that's-
55 was Austria.
Yeah, 55 was Austrian.
Austria was in there. I didn't check. I don't think that was divided into occupation zones, but I also don't have the book with me. I would check if I did, but I don't have it with me. But yeah, no, it was weird because it was definitely post 49, but didn't show that.
Huh.
So
Man, maybe it
interesting
was-
little tidbit.
Yeah, maybe it was soon enough after that they didn't really want to admit that everything had been in
Oh.
there. Oh, there's Biblion. Hey.
Hello.
There is
Oh,
a
welcome.
tarantula hawk on screen.
Well, I
Welcome.
just returned with my globe.
How's it going?
Hi, Biblion.
Good evening.
Welcome.
This is
Yes, indeed.
intersecting
for us.
enough with what I'm
Putting it indeed.
researching to give me an excuse to join, at least temporarily.
There you go. If you, you probably saw from the title, but this is kind of just like a celebrating 2,000 subs and announcing, the existence of Big Lang kind of stream.
Hmm.
So here we are. There's Biblion.
I just
You've
let them
divulged the
grab
secret.
The globe.
Yeah.
I don't know
Divulged
when
the secret.
exactly this globe was made, but it still has French Africa.
Oh,
Does it have British Africa?
Mostly.
we're looking
Hold
at
on.
maps.
I'm gonna
right
send
now,
a
by the
picture
way,
in the Big Lang
Biblion.
So I almost broke the globe carrying it down because it's so fragile and old.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna go to the 1949 world map, and we're gonna see. That's probably not. good
Post
enough
World War
resolution.
II, like there's East
Okay,
and
that
West
is
Germany
not
and
the right-
stuff.
Wait,
There you go.
what? Oh, this is like some alternate history map.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
like,
that's-
I'm like, wait a sec.
I look at a lot of. I used
Caliphate
to
of
be super
Cordoba.
into alternate history stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I see how it is. Thank you for that. There we go. That's a more realistic one right there. It looks like by 1949 they do have West and East Germany split up on this one at least.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's take a look at Korea. There's North and South Korea.
This this one's still one. Oh, yours has North and South Korea. Okay.
It has also North and South Vietnam.
So that is after 1976.
it doesn't have
Yes.
North and South Vietnam.
It does have
Does.
North and South.
We're just talking
Hold
about.
Or-
I need to find. I saw this thing for like dating globes. How old is my globe?
Globe Tinder.
We
Not
have
that
a
kind of dating.
we've got a message in the live chat. Tixar says, "Can you say hi to Bib for me?" So, Bib, Tix says hi to you. In case you didn't see.
Hello, Tixar.
There you go.
Pixar is an awesome person.
Yes, Tixar is a very active member of our.
Are you quite tired, Bib?
Oh,
I
not
assume.
remotely. No, I'm
She's in
going to
my
be working for
community.
at least
Biblion.
36
How
hours.
is-
I see.
How is life,
Very
Biblion?
nice. Yeah, well, what have you been up to lately?
I'm assuming
Alien
biospheres.
biospheres? Yeah,
There you go.
it's
was
mad.
actually-
This one is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Tonight
We
was
crossed
supposed-
10,000 words today and still
Oh
counting.
wow.
There is
Oh,
no
geez.
end in sight.
It's a lot.
Oh, that sounds like fun. That sounds like fun.
tonight
By the
was
way, I
supposed to be my
do
work
need
day.
to. I am going to see if I can get you that thing I was talking about earlier with the
Thing?
African wild dogs.
Oh yeah, the African wild dogs. That would be. It's not
Yeah.
super essential because I do have access to other resources that talk about similar things, but
Mm-hmm.
that would be.
Yeah, I'll see if I can do it. I think. I'll see if I can help with
Great.
that. Hopefully, once
Thank
I'm
you.
not too
Very
busy.
Actually, before I remembered that we
No.
had this tonight, I was planning for tonight to be like my big work night for the next couple of weeks, where I get like 2 videos done, write another script.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, this
I'm
is
still
clearly
planning on
more
doing it.
important.
This is
This
much
is
more
cool.
important than that. We're
Oh,
having a chat. We're having a big lang chat. What could be more important than that? But yeah,
Script for video with someone in Big Lang in it.
that's true. That's true. That's gonna be a good one.
I really hope it pulls through.
That's gonna be good. I'll be sure to like share it. I'll make like a community post where I'll kind of cross post with you for it, because that's gonna be a pretty good one.
I'm still trying to figure out the date that this globe was made. I've got
Isn't there dates somewhere on there?
it somewhere between 1972 and 1976. I'm trying to figure out where.
Okay.
So
I mean, that's
I'll
a-
just tell you this random story. When I was a kid, I can't remember exactly how old I was. I think I was about 7 or 8. I did have a globe, as most children do at some point in their lives, that I kept in my cupboard for some reason. I don't know why I didn't put it on my desk. But I was just going through my stuff one day, and I took this globe out, and I was just looking at it, and I noticed that there was a fairly sizable continent, like, I'd say about 50% larger than Australia, that was just sort of in the South Pacific Ocean area. And I could see there was a label for it, and it was called Micronesia. And I was amazed. How have I never noticed that there's this entire other continent here?
Oh God.
And for a while, I thought I had like some, because I was 7 or 8, I didn't know how the world worked at that point. I was like, I've found this like secret globe that has like the truth of like this lost continent on it or something. What had actually happened was that in my cupboard, I had a little pot of glue that had fallen over and spilt, and the globe had just sort of rolled into it in exactly the right way to get this like irregular smudge that looked very convincingly like a continent right over.
Well, that's
Yeah.
great.
That is hilarious.
Oh dear, it's brilliant.
That's awesome. That's great. There is a I don't know if you ever heard of the book series. It's called like Alex Smedry versus the Evil Librarians or something. And in there is like a very large continent right where Micronesia would be. And like it's a big plot point. It's like, oh yeah, you can only see it whenever you look through these magical glasses. I don't know if you ever heard of that series, but not many people have heard of it.
Nope.
But it was like one of the main like young like it was designed. The age range is meant for like 10 to 15-year-olds. It wasn't even like YA. It was younger than that. It was like very mediocre book series, but it was it was called like the Evil Librarian series. Yeah, Alcatraz. There it is.
I just want to point
versus
Not
the Evil
exactly
Librarians.
sure on the date, but it's either 1974 or 1975.
That's close enough.
That's a pretty solid guess right
No.
there.
On the topic of this mysterious southern Pacific continent, I would just like to point out that in 19th century cryptogeography, basically Atlantis,
Maria.
I think it was called, whatever. There was like a large continent like hidden in that same area of Micronesia. So my guess is now, since Biblionians proved it exists,
Yeah, beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Definitively.
it's been covered up.
Exactly.
There it
They
is.
were right in the 1800s.
There it is. Mew and Lemuria. the
Oh,
forbidden
yeah.
That
secret
was the only
continents.
correct globe.
Don't forget about Kumari Kandam.
Yeah. That's the one that's supposed to be like in the South Indian Ocean. There it is. Yeah. the one that they based
May
on the
we
fact.
point out
The what?
the beauty of this map? This map is just absolutely beautiful, isn't
This
it?
one right here.
The map you're showing.
I love how Australia just like smashes down further south and just connects the Tasmania and everything. Also, there's like a nice little land bridge between northern Australia and Papua. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Also, Sri Lanka is just connected to India.
It looks like South Sudan never got their independence.
Oh yeah, South Sudan turned into a large image of an ancient civilization.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Is the Sinai Peninsula its own country right now in that map?
It's an island at least.
Oh,
Yeah, the
There's
island
some
of
border
Sinai.
between it and Egypt.
we could just look at bad
Yeah.
maps. That
Yeah.
could be a stream.
I mean that
We're
is
gonna
a
become
pretty bad
Emperor
map right
Tiger
there.
Star and look at bad maps for video.
Okay.
Yeah, gotta love that. We got
Think
Lemuria
about all-
and deviant Lemuria.
Think about all of the linguistic diversity that would arise from that. The speculative linguistics.
I know. I was just about to say that.
Freaking
because-
alternate
yeah.
linguistics.
I think that one specifically in the Indian Ocean would be mainly Malayan peoples, like Austronesians, because Madagascar was, of course, settled
Yeah.
by Austronesians. So that continent would just be like Austronesian.
We'd get a massive Austronesian family.
it would be Indo-European.
Bigger than more.
It would be
bigger than.
bigger than Indo-European.
It would change the entire structure here. It would also change the ocean currents of the entire world drastically. Like it would
Mhm.
turn this entire
Oh,
area
yeah.
into a sea. Like this wouldn't just be the ocean. This would be like, the Sea of
A
Bengal,
map.
but like the Sea of Lemuria, Kumari Kandam, or whatever.
It would be massive, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, all of India is a desert because there's no monsoons happening. with
That's
that.
true.
Ah.
That's true. That would screw up the entire system out there.
All the Sahara would basically just spread across the entire latitude until
Oh,
it gets to
God.
the Pacific.
Oh, that would be
Oh, dear.
Oh,
something.
And the east coast of Africa would probably be kind of messed up too,
There,
because
yeah.
they rely on the gyres to get their it's a warm current that comes down on the west coast of Africa, and then it comes out with the Agujas return current out east around the 42nd south parallel. They would get
okay.
messed up. They would get messed up.
so basically, Afro-Eurasia is fucked.
Yeah.
South
Yeah.
Africa's fine. South Africa is fine.
Like,
Most of Africa, most of Asia, the important parts at least, are fucked.
see, with this, I'm also imagining like the life that evolved on Madagascar, like the plant species and animal species that evolved on that
Mhm.
diverged on Madagascar. What if that just
Oh.
like spread out across this whole like large?
Oh,
But
Dude,
I
that would
think
be-
more likely, I think it's the other way around.
Yeah, it would more
animals that
likely get
came-
taken out. Yeah,
Yeah,
which is
because-
unfortunate.
sad.
But I would
because
like
it's-
to
it's
dream.
Lambert.
You
Sure
know?
that the
Yes, of
actual
course.
reason that they made up Lemuria was to explain lemurs or
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
being
I
across
mean,
the
that's
world.
why it's
Mhm.
called Lemuria.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I like how it's not the only place called Lemuria. A lot of them are calling the Kumari Kandam Lemuria, but then there's also all the ones that are calling the one in the Pacific Lemuria. It's like, yep, there's Lemuria right there, including Hawaii.
You see, that's the thing. If it's just all lemurs.
Yeah,
You see, back in the day, Atlantis, it was a civilization, but the reason that the reason why we don't know about it is because the civilization was entirely lemurs.
there you go.
It wasn't people. It was
We
just
just-
lemurs.
And maybe they left some archaeological traces, but all we see is haha lemur bones XD. Come on, you know. Secretly,
Yeah.
Atlantis, Mu, and Lemuria was all just like an empire of like sentient King Julian-esque lemurs that just roll the land.
Wait.
They like
I'm
to
pretty
move.
sure it's been
What
The
happened
reason
to
it-
South America on that map? What happened to South America on that map?
Oh yeah, South
That was
America.
also the lemurs.
That's just the Amazon River, you know?
Of
Yeah.
It
course.
looks like that.
the Amazon Sea. Actually, that's
Yeah,
more like
at
it.
that point.
Yeah,
The
You see-
Amazon Sea.
The reason actually Atlantis fell is because they'd like to move it a little bit too much.
they moved it a little bit too far downwards that time. And it just-
my favorite part about these like fake continents is that the people who make these just like forget to check how plate tectonics work beforehand.
yeah.
Like Atlantis
Mhm.
is not going to exist like that. It's a divergent. It can't
Yeah.
be beforehand because the Atlantic plate has been continually diverging. So like it
Like
can't have existed yet It's possible. it
Connor,
could exist.
Plate tectonics are obviously false. They're fake. Plate
Oh,
tectonics
right.
don't actually
Are
exist.
That was just
brought
made up by
on
Big Globe,
big
you know?
geography.
Yeah,
You're
Big
right.
Globe.
Okay.
It was made by Big Continent. You see, the thing is that it was made up so that there could be more continents to sell more continents.
There you go. It was all done for real estate. It's like
It was you
It's all
had to
free
get
real
more
estate.
waterfront property. You needed more coasts.
Yeah.
I'll at least say that like the ones who are designing these Pacific continents, like there was like the Zealandia structure that's all submerged,
Zealandia is cool.
right? Like
Zealandia
that was
is
a
cool.
thing.
That yeah.
You know? So they were
Well, that was an actual
almost onto
historical
something.
continent.
Yeah.
I made a, if I do say so myself, pretty awesome map of the Kerguelen Plateau. If that was all raised up, but of course it would have been like basically like southern Chile sort of deal.
Uh-huh.
That
it would have been pretty neat.
that reminds me of a map I saw a while ago of Chile, but it was rolled up
Oh, no.
for ease of storage.
Rolled up Chile just looks like the Arjun map.
Oh god. Honestly, yeah, that is kind of what happens. And now like you'd say like a lot of things are just corrupt about the AutoJune world map, and you'd be completely correct.
You know,
There's
my
like
favorite part about the AutoJune world map is that it's mostly smooth, and then we get to the Fuano Peninsula, and it's just fucked up.
Now
like,
the reason
There's a
for
lot
that,
of chaos all around, but the Fuano Peninsula itself it's got all the texture. It's the same
Give me
level of
one
detail as the
second.
rest of the map combined.
there's
Funnel
two
stole
reasons
my
for that.
texture.
There's two reasons for that. One, I just based it on the original map and I just shrunk it down so it has too much detail on it. And the second reason for that is that in the lore, which I will still not reveal for the sake of concealing plot twists that will be revealed in storytelling eventually, that region is special. So there's two things about that. And again, details on that.
Special because that's where your dogs live.
Well, okay. So of course, Elflunk itself is the region that we created in the backyard when we were little, right? Everything that AutoJune is, that whole language, and technically the entire world that was developed in, was based on a model that my friends and I built in the yard when we were 7 years old, and we built all the buildings and we put a hose out in the yard to make all the lakes and rivers and stuff. Right?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This
So
is a very-
that's the origin story of it, right?
Very different development of the Nub book from the Connor Quimby book.
The Connor Quimby book, is that a thing
It's-
that exists?
It will be worked. I'm just talking about the research I'm doing right now because I'll have to type it up
yeah.
into like a book format.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's a very different story. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Elfwonk world was originally started with that being the sole focus, but then as time went on, the other civilizations and like the story of the world needed to come into existence too. So as I got older and matured, the world kind of developed that way. And then, you know, about every like 4 years or so, I would be like, you know what? A lot of this doesn't make sense. Retcon time. And then I would kind of, you know, make things make a lot more sense and then go from there.
Agma,
Yeah.
Tick sent a picture of a map that's cursed in the general chat on your server.
Oh boy, let's see. Let me, it might mess up the little thing with all of our names
Okay, I just
visible.
want to say, in regards to the map that Tixar sent, how powerful was the Tunguska fireball?
Very.
Very powerful.
I want to know the reason that this
The
map.
Steven
Siberia's-
Universe map, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
Siberia
Steven Universe
literally
map.
just doesn't exist.
Also, half of Africa just got taken over with South America. Now, whenever I looked at the Steven Universe map, I always assumed that like the cataclysms that occurred on this world were two things. I thought one, it was stuff the Gem War did, right? It was like things that happened to the world because of the Gem War and terraforming and stuff before like they saved the Earth. And then two, I thought maybe this is just supposed to mean that it's an alternate universe where different collisions happened in different places and that led to an entire different course of events. But yes, it is indeed like a rather cursed map. I always look at that, and every time that scene comes up, I pause it, and I'm like, this
The
makes
weird
me
part
happy.
to me is how Western Africa got over there.
Yeah,
How did it get over the Mid-Atlantic Ridge?
Yeah, that's
You would be pushing it away.
Magic.
It doesn't make sense to me.
well, something
Magic.
obviously cracked deep into the planet. Something that I'm guessing certain gems were able to do. But yeah, so again, either that or alternate universe. This big impact that happened here changed the tectonic plates of the Earth hundreds of millions of years ago and caused South America and Africa to split differently. That's like the only other explanation that I could have for it. But it's quite a vibe. It's quite a vibe. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back on the Big Lang thingy. Hang on, it got a little messy
Yeah.
again. There we
I do
go.
wish I did some mapping more for my own purposes, because at least currently I do a lot of my world building is focused on very small areas, so I can focus on those areas, and I tend to make a very vaguely defined world just in general. And that was a characteristic of
So
the
I actually
archipelago.
did make a map for my con world recently, but I only ever made it on paper, and I've been too lazy to make it on digitally.
It's very satisfying having it digital. Bib, you make really good maps. What do you do to make your maps? Like, what software? do
Said
you
no
use?
one ever for any
Okay.
reason.
Okay, they're good, right? They're not like bad maps. Like, what do you do?
Yeah,
like,
your
what
video
software-
has nice map.
What software do I use? It's called
Do you
Paint.
do anything special?
And what it does is there's the little, you can take the mouse and then you click on a color, and then you can like drag the mouse around and color things in. So,
Okay, I see how.
That is fascinating.
Honestly, that
Wow.
is a pretty surprising answer. I was expecting something else from that. Like, I mean, you must spend a lot of time on those then, like to make it look that decent just on straight up paint. Like, how much time do you spend on those?
I don't know. I don't really make maps very often. I have the main Refugium map, which
Yeah. Like, how long did that take you to make?
I can't remember. I'm still not happy with it as it is. I need to. It's really under detailed. And it's also been through like 8 or 9 different versions, but
And it's all coming together on paint.
on paint.net, I think is to
Okay,
distinguish it
okay,
from,
there you
from
Yeah,
MS
Paint.net.
was-
I
I
use
have made
Paint.net. That makes more
many a
sense.
map.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paint.net
Paint.net is
amazing.
way better than Paint.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I've been using
straight up
Paint.net for
paint.
3 years now.
The .net part is important.
Yeah, the .NET
Yeah.
is important.
Because Paint.net is its own thing. When you just say
Yeah.
Paint, people think you're referring to Microsoft Paint.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about doing it in MS Paint.
Oh.
That's what
Microsoft
Emperor
Paint
Tiger
would be
Star makes his
painful.
maps in.
In fact, I actually originally did a mapping thing using Microsoft Paint. It was like some weird alternate history thing. I remember one standout thing was I misspelled Antarctica, and it was an alternate history where countries were taking over Antarctica. So for the entire thing, Antarctica was misspelled.
Lovely.
On the topic of maps and paint, like Microsoft Paint, you guys know Emperor Tiger Star, I'm assuming, right?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He makes his videos in Microsoft Paint.
Really.
Oh, yeah.
He streamed it before. He's done like live streams of him making those insane maps in Microsoft Paint, and it blows my mind because I
You
can't
know,
make
I
maps that look
actually-
half that good in
I used to be
Paint.net.
friends with some
Yeah.
mappers who made similar videos, and I think they used Microsoft Paint as well.
Really? Well, I guess what have we learned
Hold on,
today?
I need to
Microsoft
ask-
Paint is the best mapping
I still
software.
have him on my friends list. I'm going to ask him, what program do you use to make your maps? I don't even know if he'll respond.
Yeah.
We haven't talked in
What did I use
a
for?
year.
Yeah, I just
mean,
use
In fact,
Paint
the
on Net
last
to make
time I
my
talked to him
videos.
was October
Yeah.
21st.
Paint on Net is great
Right.
because it is versatile and simple at the same time. I can wrap
Yeah.
my technology. I can wrap my boomer brain around it.
and moddable. I have like massive amounts of like plugins and add-ons on Paint.net.
I
use
so
I don't
many
think I have a
things.
single one, and
constantly.
I use it for all my videos.
Yeah,
I don't think
mean,
I've actually. No, I don't use. I use Inkscape normally.
Oh.
Because that's what I.
Gimp.
See, my
I
old
used to-
YouTube channel was a mapping channel, so I did a lot of drawing maps and stuff.
Yeah, I used to use GIMP. Because what I would normally do is that whenever I made scripts, I would need stuff, some sort of software. So I used to use GIMP, but then I switched over to Inkscape because I could do that a lot better, and the final product turned out better in general. Though I still am working in general on my script design. I've got ideas, but
I usually only use Inkscape if I really need vector graphics.
yeah, I like the vector look, especially for fonts and stuff. Because it's very nice when if you can have a font for a Conlang script, I feel, because then you can just type it and you don't need to have to deal with.
Here's one of the most recent maps that I made. It was for the last video I worked on for mapping before I gave up on mapping.
Mister,
Where is
as
it?
you were saying though.
Did you post it in the big Lang chat? Oh, there it is.
Yes.
Let me.
Oh, that's why you're.
What was I saying?
I forgot what you were saying. Inkscape vector graphics.
Yeah, so I find it really useful to have a font for a script if you're going to be showcasing that script, because then you can just type whatever you need and you don't need to go through more pain than like putting in images or doing everything from scratch. But of course, depending on how the script works, it can be difficult to make like a font and figure out how you're actually gonna type that, at least with font making software that doesn't cost money, that is not difficult to use. Because I'm cheap and I don't want to spend money on stuff just yet. And it's worked fine enough for me. Because the one script that I think was beyond my font making capabilities was the Rachel's script, because that had a lot of different characters in it and a lot of diacritics, and I just didn't want to bother. So I just, I mean, you can probably see it in the video because the script looks like crap. But I hand wrote everything in there because I did not want to bother with making some sort of font for it.
I still haven't bothered making a font for any of my languages because, like, I know AutoJune and Python by memory. Like, I can just I can just write that. So that's what I did that one time when I made a video about the AutoJune writing system, the alphabet one, not the Avogida one. But yeah, so I just like put out the paper and I just like did it by hand. I'm gonna make like I plan on making a font for AutoJune's Jopetoj system at some point soon, and I'm probably gonna make a video about it too, because I know there's a couple videos that exist on like how to make a Conlang font, but I kind of want to try making one of those videos myself too, because I've watched those videos and I've kind of like my brain has just kind of gotten into a dazed state and I didn't actually learn how to do it. So once I learn how to do it, I kind of want to read it out in my own voice for my sake, for the sake of other people too. So I'm probably gonna do that at some point. Well, once I have the energy too. That's probably on the docket for early next year.
I can probably help with that too.
Yeah, because I'm sure it's not as hard as it looks. Obviously, y'all.
No,
have done
it's it's not that bad. I find it's I think it increases in difficulty depending on how, I guess, how deviant the script is from just an alphabet, at least in my experience, but I don't have that much experience, so I'm not sure completely.
I have never actually made a Conlang font. Now, granted, that is largely due to the fact that I've never made a Conlang good enough to like make an actual to get to that point.
I see.
But I digress. I've made some.
Fair.
I actually have from. No, there have been a few times when just like in notebooks, I've made like obligatos or just standard alphabets, and I distinctly remember being way more proud with them than the language, and like eventually giving up. But so maybe I'm just better with writing systems, anyways.
Writing systems can be a lot of fun, I feel. I know
I'm very bad with writing systems.
I used to be, and I mean I would consider myself not as good. I think I'm technically like a better conlanger than I am neographer, if that's the term, right? Writing
Yeah.
system designer.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like doing them both, and I'm trying to, go into test the waters a bit more for one of my newer conlangs that has not yet been revealed to the world. I think this server knows about it, but that's it.
I do. It's very cool.
Hang on.
Actually, no. I've never showcased the writing system of it here because it's still in it's a different one. But thank you, Kat, I have showcased the
You've shown
what
the
is it?
language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the
This is a
Roman
different language, I think.
Oh,
I think. It wasn't this one does not have a font for it yet. Or a writing system per se, but this one I think I'm trying to diversify a little bit and make something. What was that?
Very nice.
I think they found me.
Oh.
Who found you? They found you. They did.
Don't worry, I picked a very safe hiding spot.
yeah. The alien biospheres were actually created by the British government, and they've turned on their creator.
Oh no.
The time has come.
Does that Yeah,
On the
no,
topic
so
of the
no, yeah, but basically, I am probably gonna try and do some more stuff in writing systems too. But that all comes after the Kittich Conlang showcase video, which is coming out hopefully very soon. Probably not that soon, but I have been working. I'm gonna try and get some art, up that production value. But yeah, most of the script is done. I've got to just record most of it, really. So
Beautiful.
it's coming.
You see, I'm excited for that one. I also I still like the Python system. Like for mine, out of the languages, like writing systems that I've made, like AutoJunes is pretty basic. I made it when I was in like 6th grade before the actual language existed. And it was just like a cipher for English that I would write around the school bathrooms and stuff with my friends. But then eventually I evolved it and stuff and did some changes and things to it that made it the way it is. But Python is, I just like the aesthetic of it. Like just the way the words are structured and all that. I wanted to make it, because the whole point is that it's kind of like a literary language. So it's technically an alphabet, but it's kind of written in like these cluster shapes. I don't know if y'all have seen the Python video or anything, but it's like,
I might have.
But every word is just meant to be like this curvy glyph or whatever that is made up of phonemes, phonemes put into graphemes, and if you can call them that, because a lot of the sonorant clusters in Python are multiple symbols, or multiple sounds kind of put together. But it creates quite a juicy vibe to it, like the way each word turns into like these big old curvy sets of shapes. So everything is meant to be beautiful, and like you're supposed to do it like in whatever handwriting style you want, because it's kind of like a coming of age thing. in the fifth goth culture. But yeah, so that's my
Yeah.
favorite writing system that I've made so far.
That's cool.
Even though it is technically an alphabet, that's what the word for the language looks like. That's Python right there. And so it's quite an aesthetic symbol for the name of the language, or as people would say, like that's just in the instrumental case that's like using Python specifically. But yeah, that's my
cool.
thing. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think I would say that. Like, yeah, I don't have anything similar. Like, I didn't go around my school writing in a conscript. I did write a lot of my notes in like 10th grade in Anglo-Cyrillic because I thought that was really cool. But
That's fair. That's fair.
it did look really cool, and it really confused the kid who sat next to me in physics.
I did that in my math notebooks in junior year of high school.
Cyrillic?
Because so I did Cyrillic and Mongolian and Autojune. So I would switch every
Nice.
page between writing the Mongolian alphabet in the Cyrillic alphabet and in Autojune. So nobody was able to read my notes, and a ton of people were like asking me for help on things, and they'd be like, "Can I look at your notes?" And I'm like, "You can try."
I don't have the notebook with me anymore, but yeah, it was a full 120-page notebook for physics that I had in Anglo-Cyrillic.
Yeah, I cannot read any of my scripts.
Can't read.
Okay, I didn't come here to be attacked.
You
I
accidentally typed a period in that sentence, Space Dirt.
Damn. No, I am literate. That is, I am literate. In English and the other languages that I speak, but not in my conlangs. I am not literate in those. I'm somewhat lit. I actually, like, I haven't taken the time to learn them, and I haven't worked with them enough to just learn by osmosis, but, like, yeah, I probably should, because I don't know. I also don't want to have to learn the historical spelling, though, because I don't know how. I have no idea how, like, I could actually write a language that isn't Kidditch in, like, the Kidditch alphabet, for example. I could try, and it probably wouldn't be that hard, but I don't want to go through that effort.
In my best
It
ever
happens.
conlang, I would say I was fluently literate. Now, granted, this is also because I used the Latin alphabet,
That would help.
and the conlang was like a 3 out of 10 on how good it was. But that's still my best.
Beautiful. Well, one of my friends in real life just found my channel and said, "Hello, anonymous viewer. Here you will never tell who I am."
Connor King.
Thank you. I'm talking with
You know,
another Connor right now.
He
Connor
stole
Kane.
my name. He stole
Yeah.
my name.
Mhm. You have to change your YouTube channel name to Connor Kane now, and then change your legal name after that.
When I was a freshman, I made my first conlang, and I made a writing system for that conlang, which was designed to be featural. And then later, I decided to expand it to fit with the Latin alphabet for one-to-one correspondence. So then I could write diaries in it so that no one would be able to read it in class. But before I had that, what I would do is I would write from right to left.
Oh God. Wait, would you
yeah.
write the letters backwards too, or would you just write?
No, I wouldn't write the letters backwards.
Oh,
I would just
no.
put them in backwards order.
Okay. That's probably even more cursed than just straight up writing everything backwards.
Yeah, it is.
like Da
You know,
Vinci.
It really helped. There was this one time where this girl who was really mean to me that year, like, looked at my desk and tried to read what I was writing, and then she was like, "You really think anyone cares to read what you're writing?" Even though she tried to read it.
She tried, yeah, and then got offended herself.
Oh god.
There you go. The epic victory for the language nerds.
But
That
then I
reminds
managed to make
me,
a friend with someone whose native language is Arabic, and she accidentally reads English from right to left sometimes.
Oh,
So she
yeah.
actually enjoyed reading my notes written from right to left.
Made life easier for her.
That reminds me of this sort of cursed Arabic romanization that I saw once, where it was still written left to right. It was writing direction was normal Latin, but the vowels were above each of the letters as diacritics, like they are in Arabic sometimes. I'm gonna see if I can find the image, but it was it was
That's
cursed.
just, I'm sorry. It's the Latin alphabet. I don't feel like using superscript to write vowels.
Oh no.
I mean, that's what they used.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
That's true.
It wasn't exactly superscript. It was like full on, just
literally
right
above
above.
Oh
It,
no.
Yeah,
That's
it was. Though actually, superscript that might work.
That's a nightmare.
You've created a monster.
Phonemic
That is an
superscript.
absolute nightmare.
Actually, it wouldn't be phonemic, but
Stream.
superscript to represent different phonemes.
Scared.
Actually, no, that's basically what
Isn't
Japanese
that just using
Japanese does
aspiration,
that
like
with
aspiration?
I found it.
Subscript to represent different phonemes.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I've seen that.
God.
I've seen that.
The
It's pretty
glides.
cursed. Yeah.
It's extremely cursed because if your handwriting isn't perfect, they won't be able to figure out what's going on.
Yet another thing to make Japanese even harder, because it was too easy at first. You know.
Let's not spoil my Japanese spelling video that's going to come out in like 4 months.
Oh, I'm sure you'll have a lot to say on that.
Oh yes, I will. I'm gonna spoil it because honestly, it's probably never getting made. But I have like an actual
Beauty.
series planned
Oh, yeah.
on spelling, like like how spelling has evolved over history, and in certain different languages, and going over orthographical reforms and the problems with it, and hypothetical problems if we tried to do it with English, etc. And there's definitely going to be a very long rant on Japanese, and I'm going to, because I'm taking it right now. And let me just tell you, I have some strong words.
Like at one point, my
That
girlfriend
sounds fun.
asked me. She was like, she asked me if writing and reading in Chinese or Japanese was harder, and I was like, okay, Chinese is like 1/3 of the Japanese writing system. I'm like you take Chinese and then you make that a fraction of what Japanese is.
The thing we don't realize
It's
is
just like, oh no.
Japan multiple times has done orthographical reforms already. They made this way easier. And actually, I don't want to spoil a video that's supposed to come out tomorrow, so I'm just not going to talk about it anymore. But
There you go.
At least
That's a good lore right there.
the thing is,
That's a good cliffhanger.
if they just got rid of kanji and did like what Hangul does, like have an actual like sensible script, their reading rates would be able to go up. Like Japan's reading rates have actually suffered because of their writing systems. Like that's why they're so good at math, because they can't read as fast. And sorry, I'm ranting. I'm an angry student.
Gonna be honest though, if Japanese were a conlang, I mean, would we not all think that its writing system would be super cool and hard in a good way?
Yeah,
Because I know that would be my immediate thought. Like,
Japanese
that's super cool.
feels like a conlang in general.
I mean, at least in Japanese, you can spell everything using hiragana. In Chinese, you just have letters and that's it.
Yeah. So, like, I like how Ainu just primarily uses katakana, like a form for the katakana syllabary.
That's nice.
And
That's convenient.
I think Japanese could easily just use hiragana and katakana. Maybe some slight orthographical reforms within the characters. But I will discuss this more in a video that may or may not be made in 6 months' time if I ever get around to actually doing it.
It's a good series idea. You should definitely do that. 'cause
On
that's
spelling,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have 2 series that I'm planning. They'll I have a couple of one-off video. I have a couple of videos I need to finish up for this month, which I've talked about in both my Patreon chat and my community page on YouTube. And then after this, I'm pretty much just like, all right, what now? I might as well start working on these series I have planned.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm looking forward to it, but like, gosh, sometimes this channel is a lot of work, and it's just like I'm making things in Paint.net and Windows Photos, and it's so much work.
Yep, that's the story. That's the story.
It's the struggle.
Yeah.
Actually, that reminds me. What programs do you guys actually use to make the video part of your video?
Oh.
That's a good one.
Google Slides.
I use Windows
Oh.
Photos.
Oh.
I mean, slides.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. I mean I obviously like I show my face in my videos. I barely use a script in my videos, so I have to cut things and clip things up and put in the background music and all kinds of adventures. So I use Sony Vegas 17, right? That's what I use to edit my videos, and it does a pretty good job. Except you have to save it constantly, or else it crashes when the cache gets too big. Since all of my videos this year have been really long, that was becoming a real annoyance. So at this point, I basically do something and instinctually hit Control S like every time I do anything now. It's kind of like a muscle memory thing in me now. But other than that, Sony Vegas does a really good job at handling all that content and information and doing special effects and blah blah blah. It's pretty good. So that's what I use for my videos.
and for the slides, recently I've been making those with LaTeX.
Yeah. Like we kind of started out with a rough draft slideshow on Google Slides, and then we convert that, or Eternal converts that into a set of nice looking latex slides.
Yeah.
I write my script in Notepad, so like just a plain text document, record it in Audacity, put that in Windows Photos, and basically make a glorified stop motion video. It's just, I think it started off because when I first did the channel, like I had a 9-year-old Chromebook at that point, so like I couldn't really do much other than that. And then I just didn't feel like learning any other things. There's a few videos I made using an actual editor, but like it's hard.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder.
I mean, the
For my
main thing.
scripted video,
The what?
we both started talking and stopped at the same time.
You continue. I will go last.
For my scripted videos, what I do is I pull up the slideshow and record my screen on the slideshow, and then I pull up my phone with the script and put it on my screen next to the slideshow and just read my phone while clicking through the slideshow.
That I guess works too.
I actually do a lot of my audio recording in GarageBand, which is helpful because that's also what I use to that's what I use for my background music, which I'm going to be trying to make more of. So then I can just have that audio track in there and then also just record on top of that. And my audio recording process, what I do is I have a Google Doc with my script in it, and I split it up into sections, and I'll just record all of those sections and then splice the best ones together. And I will often end up recording one section many times, especially if it involves me saying any word in one of my conlangs, because I'm terrible at speaking them for some reason. It does not matter which one it is.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Audio is the worst of all things in this world.
What'd you say?
Editing audio is the worst of all things in this world.
Absolutely. Because you have to hear your voice back. You have to hear your voice back and say, do I want other people hearing this?
Yeah, it's so
I
hard
gotta-
to just accept the fact that that's you and that's what you're stuck with.
I got a lot better at it once I actually started writing scripts a while back. Like, just the quality in audio goes up so much when you have the script with you. And I think that's why people do it.
Yeah.
I mean, from my perspective, like, I don't do like a full written out script. I have usually have like a doc open with like a couple of like introductory sentences and then maybe like a starting paragraph on what I'm talking about, and then it just kind of fades into bullet points because I like kind of just going at it with a more conversational tone. And
I wish I could do that. I'm desperate.
Mm.
like yeah, I honestly I do a lot, I make a lot less mistakes whenever I just go for it and improvise things than whenever I am reading off of a script. Also, since I'm showing my face, I like it a lot better when I'm like actually looking at the camera than whenever it's kind of obvious that like my eyes are slightly down from the camera and are kind of like reading the lines a little bit. So it kind of works most in my favor to kind of just base it on like a bullet point basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I could, I would do something that's a bit more improvised. I don't know, because it's odd. I'm not bad at like public speaking in front of people, but immediately, as soon as I press that record button, I forget how to speak properly. It is
Yep.
like I
Same.
make so many mistakes, and I'm like, why? I said this perfectly like 2 minutes ago. I'll practice and then turn it on. It takes me so long. So yeah, I almost wish I could just like say it at some point and then it would just magically appear as an audio file. But
That's fair. That's fair.
yeah.
Just like keep recording yourself all day long, and then when you say it, save the recording,
Oh
and
god.
then say
I
that
don't
way.
want my computer to melt.
Oh god. Just keep
Guys.
the stream of thoughts going all day long forever.
I actually have to leave now.
Ah dang.
Um,
All
All
right.
right, goodbye.
I have
Alrighty,
college,
bye.
I'll
college
miss
stuff
you,
I need to do.
Connor.
It was lovely talking to you all,
Yes
especially
indeed.
Biblion. We've never spoken in real time before, but farewell, guys. Good night.
Nice to meet
Good
you.
night.
Nighty
Keep
nighty.
Nice
watching
seeing
out.
ya.
Yeah.
Night.
Have fun. Bye bye. But yeah.
You know, Agma,
yeah.
to your thing about looking up at the camera
Yeah.
and having to do that.
Yeah.
Well, if I ever were to like use my webcam, I would not really show my face. I actually wait 1 second. I'll send a photo in the chat
Okay.
of what I'll look like. This is what I would look like if I were to use my camera for a video.
Let's see. Let me pull this up. Okay. I mean that's a solid gimmick. You could it's a yeah, that's a vibe right there.
With the broken glasses.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. No, you that would not be a concern for you at all. Yeah, you'd be set.
Since we were
Well,
talking
maybe
about,
with my one eye. Like, let me find another picture from that night.
Oh god.
And also, I'm sorry for all the people watching the stream and not seeing this picture.
I
That
mean,
sucks for y'all.
They're watching.
No, I'm putting the picture up on the monitor as
They will see.
They'll
They'll
see
see.
it. They're gonna see it in all its glory.
They don't have a
here's another
choice.
Picture that includes my eye.
Oh no.
no.
Okay, that's cursed. That's really cursed. Oh god.
Oh,
It would be a notable look though, you know?
it would.
It would.
Like I'm
The
I'm
great can place.
Like,
You know,
But
I
different
just
mask every time.
That's beautiful. It's
You know,
absolutely
Agma,
I-
a better way to do this would just be to click the open original thing, and then it would pop up onto your browser.
Yeah.
And
See,
you
that's
wouldn't have
true.
to drag Discord around.
that is that okay. Yeah, you're right. this is an experimental format, okay? Okay. This is I mean, usually it's just like the Minecraft people chat is like open or whatever, and
Yeah.
they don't have to open anything there. But yeah. That's pretty good. Like right now, I'm just like my main visual gimmick is that I show my face at all. Like I don't, you know, other than Mariah Patty, who mostly does world building and dress making and stuff like that. You know, I'm like the conlanger that shows his face. So like, you know, if you were to use your webcam but then be in this glorious costume, then you'd be all set. You'd have your gimmick
I
going.
would turn on my camera right now with that outfit, but I'm in my dad's house, not my mom's house, and my stuff is in my mom's house for that.
This is tragic. This is very tragic.
I've shown my
I
face
have a
before.
mask, but that's it.
Oh yeah, you have shown your face before. Whenever you were announcing the 100K, right, Bib?
Yeah.
For the Q&A videos, because I don't know what else to show on the screen.
That's true. That's true.
Just have the letters Q and A flashing really fast with different color backgrounds.
Oh no.
Give seizures to people.
Just a seizure warning of a video, but just for a Q&A. Yeah, that would be really inspiring.
This is my favorite picture that anyone has ever taken of me.
Oh god, let me. I'm gonna do the open original
This
thing.
looks like a picture from a spy drama or something.
That's beautiful.
If I
you-
ever had a
Bib?
biography, I'd want this to be the cover.
Are you a Bond villain? Are you just a Bond villain?
It's literally called biographycover.jpg.
Yeah. It's like meet the author.
I've thought ahead.
I don't actively show my face on my channel, but I don't make an effort to hide it because it is my Discord profile picture and anyone can find me there.
See, I post my selfies in the Agma Schwa Ngabras chat.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
So if
see
you
if I
ever
can find some.
become a Ngabra on the Agma Schwa server, then you'll see
Yeah.
my face.
That's true.
I can
And-
see.
and
I have some
everybody in
good
Nubra
photos
posts
of me.
Yeah.
Ngabras is literally just a selfie chat.
Yeah, that's kind of the meme. Everyone just says like,
Yeah.
haha, welcome to the selfie channel once you become a Ngubra.
Yeah.
Here's a
it's
selfie
cursed.
from the current moment that I've sent in the chill chat.
Let's see.
I'll send it in the Ngabras chat so that the people on your Discord
There you
aren't
go.
starved for
There you
attention.
go. There's a classic Ngubra selfie right there. I usually post really cursed ones. There was that one where I made like a really disgusting face, and then someone like, and I think Eden like posted it onto that cursed Snapchat or whatever it was. That was a pretty good meme.
Let me find it. Hold on.
Where is that image?
See if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. There's one from a screenshot from the Gumsmack video.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Wait.
Yeah, this is,
send that one. That's a good one.
Okay, let me copy
I
it.
do quite enjoy this photo.
Okay. A good space dirt photo.
The motion blur space dirt though.
That's beautiful. And then there's a screenshot from the Gumsmack video that's
Yeah.
also pretty good. It's quite demonic. That's me doing the.
This one.
Oh god.
This is a little bit off topic, but
Oh yeah. There's that's the extra cursed one that people made memes out of. That's a good one.
I like how Bib just posts the one like actually is the
mean,
biography photo, and then we have this.
Yeah, Bib's got the professional
Listen, I
headshot
posted
going.
a serious selfie. That
That's-
selfie's relatively serious.
I-
Yeah.
There's
that-
another
yeah.
relatively
Your
serious.
biography.
The what?
That one's gonna be on your biography, Agma.
Oh god, it might as well be at that point. See that there's another classic Ngubra selfie right there.
Yeah,
That there
It's,
was
it's literally just me hooded with a mask. Aren't I so mysterious?
mysterious.
Only a fourth of my
edgy-
face is shown.
That's true. That it's divided up into like a pie chart. Like you got like the bare flesh eye, you got the hair quadrants, and then you've got the mask quadrant.
Yes.
This is
is
this
this
still,
is
this
this a
the best.
unit circle problem?
Yeah, unit circles. Yeah. What quadrant is at 270 degrees or 7 pi over 4?
There is a picture of me wearing Agmaswa merch.
Oh yeah,
which
yeah.
is a bad selfie.
But
I just kind of
because
put
of
it
the
on.
channel, There it is. There is indeed Agma Schwa merch. Look at that. Kate's wearing the
Yeah, you gotta rep it.
t-shirt and the ngask right there, which are available on those are both from Store Frontier, but there's also an Agma Schwa Redbubble now, where people can get the various elements of Agma Schwa merchandise. Drak's like lurking in the chat this whole time. He just says, "You guys are mental, I swear."
We are though.
Join the chat, Drak. Come on.
What time is it by him?
It's like 3 a.m. for
It's
him.
like really late at night.
It's like an hour to the left of
Yeah, that would be 3 a.m.
An hour.
An hour to the left.
This one.
Is it
I
not?
was looking for this one. I was looking for this one.
Oh, thank you very much for bringing that one back. Okay.
You know, okay, this is
Grandma
off
Schwa.
topic.
Grandma
This is
Schwa.
off.
Uh-huh.
Bit off topic, but I had another slightly cursed conlang idea just in the spur of the moment.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm not sure if everyone here knows, but it is one of my goals in life to have the largest Duolingo streak of all time.
Oh.
So I thought, what about a language for the Duolingo owl? What is he going to yell as he slaughters your family for missing a Spanish lesson?
Oh god.
Oh, would you like to see a picture of me from before the glasses broke?
Yeah.
Because you're getting that. It's not a choice. I just said that to be nice. I was sending it as I said that.
There you go. So I assume there's a story as to why the glasses broke.
I dropped, or no, I didn't drop them. Okay, what happened was my mom took my phone and computer, and I was super stressed and anxious, and I needed something to fidget with, and so I fidgeted with the glasses and broke them.
That is an anticlimactic backstory.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yes.
The superhero backstory?
Yeah.
You
Want to know how I got these scars? You see,
You want to know how I broke
my
these
father
glasses?
gave me these shutter shade sunglasses, and I
I got
dropped the
punched.
glasses. He didn't like that. Not one bit.
Come on, don't do that.
That's
See, my father was a fidgeter.
There's also this one.
My father liked to fidget around. This is a good one. This is from my old channel, and I just kind of like retroactively put it onto the new channel because it's like a good like meme picture of myself. That's back from when
There's
I did
an
book reviews.
Hold on, I'm gonna post a picture of me without my mask. You guys ready? Let me just find the picture.
Here we go. Big face reveal moment.
Oh dear.
This isn't me, but I found this image today.
Ah yes.
Oh yeah,
No
yeah.
mask.
Very, very, very revealing
Look,
right
Mom,
there.
no mask.
Yeah.
Oh boy, space dirt, aka Earth gelatinous mass with sunglasses.
I just found that today, so I
It's-
figured I
this-
might as well.
It's just like a decapitated.
Is that
like,
a
baby
siphonophore?
Cthulhu. Is it?
Oh, okay. Here's a new selfie without
The
the
dr-
mask. You just have my one eye.
Find the area of the sector,
There you go.
given the angle.
Again, there we go.
Given
So
the-
that sector is it begins at a little bit less than pi over 2. It's got to be like
See, my
What-
left eye is the only eye that people get.
Yeah,
Right over it.
3 pi over 8, and then it ends at pi over 2, somewhere around there.
that sounds
Wait,
right.
if you take the picture I just sent and the picture with my mask that I sent a bit ago, the blue mask, you take them, it just looks like I open up my hair like a Venus flytrap opens up its mouth.
Oh god. The
Well, no, not that picture. The picture earlier. Where is it?
there's just is it this one? Because there's like so many there's so many
Oh,
at this
no.
point.
Benny just
It's
said
the blue
he's looking
mask.
for cursed images.
Oh
Yeah,
no. Oh no. Benny
It's the
always
one
has
right
cursed
after
images.
his
Okay.
So if you switch between that one and the most recent one, it just looks like a Venus flytrap opening.
God damn it. Drac said that he just bought Nitro just to make an emoji out of my face.
That's great.
Oh, god damn it. Okay.
Are the viewers enjoying this, or are
Yeah.
they?
This is
Well, we have 11 viewers, and 2 of them are me.
I'm just gonna go and shamelessly steal this emoji and add that to the Ngo server.
oh god.
There's some good emojis I've got on one of my servers. One of the do we have a Jar Jar emoji on one of mine? I think we do.
I actually have a folder of emojis for whenever I get the power to add emojis to a Discord server. I just add all of these emojis.
Oh no.
Where are these?
Eden just sent me something very nightmarish.
These are all of the emojis that I always add whenever I make a Discord server.
What is this?
Oh yeah.
Whose original face is this?
Oh yeah, that's Smrock and Thrust. I remember those.
Oh no. This is cursed.
Oh,
Is that me
no.
on? Is that me on like Dan Harmon's body or something? Like what is that?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
It's a
I don't-
nightmare.
Let me see. Emojis. Where are we? Server settings.
There's emojis. There we go. Upload an emoji.
What do we have?
Oh, there's this one really creepy photo I have where because of the curling of my eye, or the curling of my hair, it's not even like there's a straight line of visible flesh. It's literally only the eye. Let me see if I can find that picture.
Throw kitty Frost. Ooh,
Yeah.
Ooh is just a Santa hat with popcorn in it.
I think
I
I
have to say I am
I am
very
now.
concerned.
oh god. What?
Agma.
yeah.
I'm exceedingly concerned.
Oh god. Oh jeez.
No,
Oh,
no.
okay, that's like oh no. That's like the eyes
It's
are
just the one eye slot, along with my mouth.
Oh dear.
It's almost like how on some cartoons they have like the hair going over, but like the way the art is designed, you can still see like the eye under the hair. That's
What do we
It's one
have?
of my favorite selfies, just because of that.
that's pretty good.
What do I have on one of my servers? I have a redstone comparator emoji. Just because we have one of Jar Jar, one of this weird random image, one of Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks. Lots of fun ones.
Do we?
I'll see.
All of ours are based on various inside jokes that have happened throughout the history of the
Yeah.
channel.
Let's see. Let me take a screenshot. And or you could, I suppose.
Ooh, this is a fun little linguistic meme that I found.
So we obviously have this one and
I saw the video, Benny. it's okay. Yep.
we have
Benny sent me a video. It's just a Rickroll of anime. You know what? Okay.
I actually have the full audio of
This
Never
call
Gonna Give
has
You Up
become
saved on my
beautiful.
phone so that whenever the time comes. Got it.
we have Ramsey and then we have the anti-Ramsey.
Oh yeah. There's Ramsey and the anti-Ramsey. Those are good ones. Of Dave Ramsey. Oh god. And that's usually posted whenever somebody says something like controversial, like something that's like a hot take, and especially if people like disagree with it, then they'll do the anti-Ramsey. So it's like,
Don't. No, don't do it.
Drax asked if I could do the
Okay,
fuckboy
car.
face, and like,
Oh no.
Oh,
You have
that
to do
brings
the
me
lip mic.
pain.
Oh, Bib, have you seen this before? The Kachari.
You mean the
Mudra?
Kachari Mudra thing?
Yep,
Yeah.
the Kachari Mudra. That's an emoji on our server too.
Yep.
Oh, it's a nightmare. It's a true
Humans
nightmare.
are so repulsive.
You gotta love it. A lot of people want to make that a phoneme in their languages now.
Naturally.
Yeah, phonemic.
See,
sorry,
that's what I call endoflex. Because
Oh,
you're
God.
retroflexing so hard, you're going into the nasal cavity.
Oh, that pains me so
Endo.
much.
Agma, show your desktop background.
Oh, my desktop background?
Yeah.
My desktop background is the worst
Oh.
English. Which is
At this point, the stream has just become the normal comedy that's in a call,
Yeah.
but it's also public to the world.
Yeah.
Well, I
no,
mean, look. Okay, let me inject some linguistics into this. We are Big Lang after all,
Alright,
the
that's
Lang
true.
gang.
We are Big Lang. We are the secret organization that controls all linguistics and conlang.
This is something that I saw today.
I also love how the background image currently is just my face, and then as I say
Not
that, you
anymore.
drag the Discord server on top. But for a while, the background image is just my eye.
And then okay, so we have Latin kicking out "huh," satisfied. Then we have Spanish going from "fa" to "huh" word initially, which then gets kicked out, satisfied. Then we have "je" to "sha" to "ha" to "huh." Wait, what language even is this flag for?
I think I looked in the comments. I think it was it the Canary Islands? It was some island that's under control of Spain, and they have I believe it's like very similar to Caribbean Spanish in terms of dialectal variation, but it also has "huh."
That's got to be either Canary Islands or Mallorca, but that's pretty cursed.
It might be Mallorca.
God damn.
That's a fun. Huh is a fun sound.
Emoji. Oh god. We made this an emoji too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
The hyper pirate face is an emoji too.
Yeah.
That was quite an iconic moment for me. That was like one of the first things I did whenever we were making hyper pirate was I can't even find the original YouTube tab anymore. So
Oh, there we go.
up again.
Agma, just close your tab.
I refuse to close my tabs right now. There's too many of
If
them.
you don't close your tabs, I'm gonna stab you.
This
Is
language.
that possible?
You're gonna have to stab me from your location. Stab me thousands of miles. Hang on a second.
Oh god, the one
I'm headed to Arizona.
Yeah, where is it? There we go. the Jack Sparrow choking on himself trying to speak hyper pirate.
Is Jack Sparrow not a native speaker, or do all native speakers choke?
Everyone chokes on it.
Is it like what was it? I think it was it the Ta language where one of the linguists that was studying it that could speak it found that he developed a lump on his throat, and then found that most, if not all, native speakers also developed a similar lump on their throat from speaking Ta. I think it was Ta.
Oh god.
I mean, yes, something would definitely happen to you if you're a hyper speaker. Like,
A native
if you were
type
doing
of-
that regularly, your vocal cords would get so shredded. You'd probably just like lose your uvula. Like the uvula would probably just fall off as like a natural consequence.
Well, then how would you do uvulars?
Well, I mean,
At
you're
that
kind of
point,
just
you
gonna
have
have
to
to
make
choke on
use-
your own spit.
No, at that point you have to substitute them with pharyngeal.
Oh god. Oh no. Okay, I think Benny just sent me something cursed as well.
Oh god.
So I'm looking through my old photos, and I found
Okay.
a
Thanks,
beautiful
Benny.
image from when I
God damn it.
found a filter. It was a filter that made people look like anime characters, and I used it on my dog.
Oh no.
Here's my dog with the filter that makes things look like anime characters.
Oh
I
no.
don't like that.
Oh no.
Oh no.
dear. Oh
Oh,
no.
that hurts.
You know,
Hold on, I
we
need to
didn't.
find- I need to
We
find
didn't
the
have
actual
to see
picture of
that
my
today.
dog.
We didn't have to,
It's
but
beautiful though.
No.
This is probably the
Featuring
first
my
thing people
hand as well.
imagine when I say that I make videos about dog people. Like just a fully dog, but just with a human
The
face
average
melded onto it.
Aro Johnson. Aro
Yeah,
Johnson.
the average Otter Johnson right there. God damn it.
Hold on, I need to find an actual picture of my dog. Okay, here's the next most cursed image of my dog. It's a picture I took of him while he was licking his nose.
Oh no.
Or while he was in the process of licking his nose. So his mouth was
That's like a look of pure fury. It looks like a dog version of Supreme Leader Snoke.
it was a very small fraction of a second before he licked his nose. It was just he was in the process.
here's
you know?
an image of a goat that I have.
Oh no. Oh no.
So earlier I was browsing pictures of skeletons for anatomy, and I found this.
You mean it
beautiful
wasn't for
picture.
Spooktober?
No, it's for anatomy.
It wasn't for Spooky Month?
Honestly, I kind of want to make a profile around this.
Oh god. This is a nightmare. I love how this conversation is just derailed onto just a series of photos. Like
Yeah.
This conversation went from high quality conversation to
It
pictures
wasn't
of-
even that.
just
Let's
talking
be
about random
honest.
pictures. And
I mean
I think the common link is with and without Connor. Connor is what keeps us together. Mentally.
Connor
The
kept the
voice of
integrity of
reason.
our lives going. Like, what were we talking about before Connor left? Like video editing softwares, like.
Yeah. And the pain that they cause.
Yeah.
Right. I was gonna say, I am editing some videos for Agma right now, and I use DaVinci Resolve, and the problem is it has some. It comes with some complications on Linux, which
God.
means I have to decompress the video before I can edit it, which means that I now have to deal with 10 files of 25 gigs each of footage.
That is pretty brutal, considering those files are like less than 2 gigabytes on my computer.
Yeah,
Like this whole live stream is probably going to be 2 or 3 gigabytes, and that's it.
Yeah, it's gonna probably be 30 or something like that for me.
God,
Oh,
that's pretty brutal.
Yeah, I had a bit of a process trying to download some design software the other day. So I had to connect to a VPN to download it.
Oh no.
However, my computer just decided to, at around 33%, which took about an hour to get there because download speed is slow. It just decided to disconnect from the VPN, which halted the download, and I could not start it back up. So I needed to restart my computer and start it over again. This happened about 5 times, I want to say.
Oh no.
Then I just putzed around and got it to eventually work. And then it was a whole mess trying to install the actual... This was just copying the file for installation. And then I could install it. So it was
Brutal.
It was a very brutal process. And now I actually have to learn how to use the software. But now I have it at least.
Woof. Oh god. Bib, what video editing software do you use?
I never remember what the hell it's called. The answer will not be useful to anyone.
Oh boy, is it
Because
Oh dear.
the only reason I use it is because I already had it installed when I first started making videos, and I thought I might as well just keep using it. There we go. It's called VideoPad.
Oh, I've heard of
I
VideoPad.
see.
I use
And
VideoPad
it's
on my
functional
original
enough,
channel.
I guess.
Yeah, it works.
the thing that
it works.
I use was I was just scrolling through the Windows store trying to find some video software that wasn't super expensive. And I found this thing called Shotcut, which only costs $7, and I was like, okay, I'll get that.
I've also used Shotcut. That is also
How good is it?
okay. It's okay. I will give it a solid maybe 5.5 out of 10 in terms of video editing softwares.
I mean, yeah, for me, I just use I use iMovie because that's just what I have at the
My
moment.
friend who edited a few of my Minecraft videos used iMovie, and they are my best edited videos by far.
Yep.
Because the thing
Which
is,
I attribute
like,
to just his pure skill.
I mean, with my videos, the actual like putting everything together is the like final, like it is the least consequential part of making the video. It's really
Same
just
here.
polishing everything up. Yeah, because I have all my slides. I've got all the audio recorded somewhere else. I've got my background music, which was made already. And then I just need to stack everything together. That's basically the only purpose that it serves.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again,
See-
for my videos where I'm like showing my face and doing all kinds
Mhm.
of effects and stuff, the video editing process is arguably the majority of my time, you know?
Mhm. Yeah.
I record the video for an hour, and then, let's say, for Iceberg Part 2, I sat down for an entire day to get it done in one day, and I was editing for 14 hours straight, just getting everything clipped together. That was a 14-hour day of me just sitting there and putting together that entire video.
Ugh.
So that was fun. Part 1 was about 9 hours. Part 2 was 14 hours. I counted. I kept track because I knew it was going to be brutal. But yeah.
I think my record for Conlang case study videos, when I'm doing those, the fastest I've ever managed to make one from recording all the way through editing to uploading, I think it was 10 hours was the fastest it's ever taken me.
Fastest. Okay. Yeah.
Bastard. All right.
Yeah.
And that
I
was
mean,
just spent the whole day doing it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you mean, like in one burst, right? Or
Yeah, like I woke up, immediately recorded it, and then just spent the whole day editing it.
I see.
Yep. There we go.
What are you doing it?
Relatable content. I share the feels.
I really enjoy your Conlang case study videos because
Yeah,
it's nice just watching
Thank
someone
you.
get mad at themselves
Hmm.
while making a Conlang. It's very relatable.
I mean,
do that
I
a lot.
enjoy them. I enjoy seeing the thought process personally because I mean, it's I can relate a lot. You know, when going through ideas, thinking through things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're very easy to make compared to the other stuff, so
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. No, I love those videos.
Yeah,
I
I
bet-
still
The what? Go for it.
I said like alien biospheres, the amount of effort put into that, like that honestly is probably the most high effort thing I've seen on
I have
YouTube.
actually
Like,
had doctors tell me that I need to stop working so hard at this point.
God.
jeez.
I think I remember you mentioning that in one of the video. It was like a live stream or something. You were talking about that. I was like, oh God, take a break.
I really thought that going full time would help me to make them faster, but it seems like somehow I just sort of overcompensated and ending up making them longer. So
That's
I don't know what's going on.
I kind of
You
noticed
know,
that about
Next
my own
summer,
productivity.
next summer will all be over.
There you go. like for me, I was the most productive with my videos when I was doing 23 credit hours in school with 3 jobs, you know, whenever it was like, yes, this is the thing that I want to do with my free time. So when I have free time, this will be the thing that I do. I was like super productive. That was the period of me putting out a video every single week without fail, like during like the lead up to the first 1,000 subs, right? And then once that was over and I was like doing the master's degree, which is, still difficult, but it was like less time commitment and then like a part-time job and I had more free time, then suddenly it was like the amount of videos started declining as time went on, because I guess when I feel like I have more time, I do less. And so when I feel like I have less time, I instinctually do more. So I don't know if that's like a psychological thing.
You know,
for
that
y'all, too.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, part of the reason that I haven't been working on my videos at all is because I have all the time in the world to do it. Anytime I want, I can just hold it up, work on it, so I can do it later.
Yep, that's how it goes.
Yeah, I've been working less. Then again, I do technically have more to do. But yeah, well, I don't know. I'm interested to actually see how recording works because, having to deal with a roommate now, I'm gonna have
The
to
way
find.
I
in the room
usually
now.
record, I record the video and the audio at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
fun.
There is a place not too difficult to get to that I think I can, get some alone, nice, place free of outside noises. So hopefully I'll be able to make that work.
Problem
Yes,
with
indeed.
recording at my dad's house is that most of the time there's a loud sound going on because my room is directly next to the washing machine. And over the weekends, my dad has the washing machine on 24/7.
Yeah, that's
And
fair.
so there's
That's a fair
always
judgment.
some background noise that my microphone will pick up when I'm recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rather tragic. Like, it happens. I had some annoying background noise in some of my earlier videos, but that was kind of before I figured out more audio editing technologies to kind of suppress that a little bit.
I've been getting better at, audio editing, I find, is much more important than the actual video. I put a lot more care into how the audio actually is.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of built into me because I've been making music as long as I've been making videos. And I didn't care so much about the audio in the videos on my old channels and stuff, but like I did care about the audio quality of my vocals when I'm recording songs and stuff. And so the more music I did, the more I learned how to quickly just kind of snap that audio into better condition. It's not perfect, and if I wanted to make it perfect, that would make it way too much time consuming. So I call it good enough and just go for it. But yeah, that's kind of the story of my life.
I'll be right back.
How dare you? We should probably end the stream relatively soon too, because I actually have nighttime plans and we've been going for almost 3 hours now. So
It's been a nice,
What time is it?
nice time though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mainly just been us chatting.
Yeah, no, it's a good
But
time.
it's
I
been
mean,
nice.
exactly. I mean, there was never really like a specific goal with this chat other than to say, hey, we got 2,000 subscribers. Let's introduce you to Big Lang. Here we go.
Yeah.
And so we did a pretty good job of that.
May I?
Congratulations.
Why,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Why, thank you very
Congratulations.
much. It's been since November of 2019.
And
that it
I
happened.
am at the great milestone of 64 subscribers.
Hell yeah. You'll
On
get
my
there.
way to 69.
Oh yeah.
May
That's an important-
may I ask chat, actually, I'm curious now since we're introducing Big Lang. Is there anything that chat would like to see? The viewers.
Yeah,
Since
Would y'all like to see us do?
yeah, what
To-
do you have any things?
Because keep in mind, there's us, there's like Nakari does world building, there's Juno, it does world building. There's like a whole roster of people that we have in here. I mean,
We have a bunch of people.
we-
The
we-
only
It will not be
only
the
few
last
are
we see.
actually like active in the chat
Yeah.
The rest are just kind of joined and lurking.
Yeah, exactly. But so, if there's like a combination, there's a likelihood that it could possibly happen at some point. You would like us to see us overthrow the French government on live stream? Yeah.
That's kind of hard.
It would be a bit
Oh,
tough
we could do
considering
that,
we're all
though.
in different
We
places.
have enough people.
But,
Well, we have Tark. Tark lives in French.
that's
Tark
true.
lives
We
in
do have
France.
Tark. Tark could help us out.
Tark is our inside man.
Exactly.
The-
Tark will get us to create the 6th French Republic. That's what it'll be.
Nah, we need to make the 27th. Let's just skip all the way there.
Okay. I'll keep that.
Are
the
we
rest-
gonna?
Those are bad. We're skipping the 27th.
Yeah. Tabby would help overthrow the French. I mean, who wouldn't? God damn it.
They're the French.
Name it Guam, and then Guam will exist.
Is that how?
That's how it works.
Well, then we'd have to rename places in France to places
I
that
could
don't
take
actually
on 4
exist.
French
Just,
senators. Does
you
France
know.
have senators? I know nothing about the French government.
I have no idea. Like, I'm pretty sure they're a federal system, so they should have some kind of division. Actually, no. I don't think France is a federal system right now. Because I watched J.J. McCulloch's video on the regnal chronology of France, like an hour before this stream started. And apparently, they do have a Senate? Wait, Eden, are you in France? Okay, either way, whatever. I know they made a stronger central government whenever they formed the 5th Republic. That there was like a big centralization of power that happened. But yeah, we could overthrow him.
It was one of Zidnaf's questions on the Artifactian Christmas quiz.
Oh yeah, I guess it was. I remember that.
It was what is the current the number of the current French Republic?
Oh.
That's a beautiful question.
It is. And it was 5th, right? Again, I watched this video earlier today. It was
5th sounds right,
Yeah.
but I can't really remember.
Let's look it up. France.
Current French government.
It's definitely more than 4 and less than 7. I'm guessing 5th, but it could be the 6th because I wasn't paying attention to the last couple seconds of the video.
5th Republic.
There we go. Nice.
Established the 4th of October, 1958.
Yep. There we go. Thank
In a
you.
while, we need a new
J.J.
one.
McCulloch. Yeah. It's time. It's the longest lasting one of France's republics.
Are we gonna bring back the first French Republic?
Oh,
That
God.
system.
Oh god. Yeah, the one that really worked out so well.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could do what we can.
That's it. Yeah.
So I'm having difficulty at the moment, as I often do. But in this case specifically, it's with regard to, I don't know how much this affects other people, but I very often come across terms that are pronounced differently depending on which side of the Atlantic you're on.
Mm-hmm.
And I never know which way to go.
Oh god.
Well, you have a very British accent, in my opinion. So you should go for the east side.
I do. Most people
Well-
assume I'm British.
In your opinion, yeah.
Yeah, you seem very Britishy, so I think that I would recommend that you do British.
What
The
term
British
are we going
pronunciation.
on?
Yeah, which
Is
one
there
are we
any
looking at?
specific?
Okay, how would you pronounce, without, I'm not going to influence you in any way, how would you
Mhm.
pronounce this word?
I
have
would
never
Google
seen
that word because I've never seen it before. But my
Yeah.
first guess would be either Ramay or Ramet.
I would either say
Oh,
Ramit or
interesting.
Ramay.
I agree. I would.
Wow.
Ramit or Ramay. Though those are my two
No.
guesses.
I thought skillet was pronounced skillet until I turned 15.
I mean, it probably used to be. Oh god.
Oh, I get what you're going at. What is it then?
Yeah,
Let's
what
go
is it?
through which.
What is a rammet?
Minor spoiler for any Alien Biospheres fans who happen to be listening to this.
Ooh.
It's an individual unit of a clonal colony, and it's either pronounced Rammet or Ramet.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. I'm going for rammet.
God, ram it.
I
Yeah,
have no
rammet.
preference, honestly. I mean, honestly, that seems not really one of, like, that seems like one of the words where no matter where you are, like, both of those, they don't, to me, it doesn't really sound like it's from any particular place, either pronunciation.
I mean,
Rammet or Ramet.
my guess is Greek. If it's following the same like pronunciation rules as comet, because we don't say come, you know.
Oh, it's from Latin.
Oh, is it?
We're talking
Yeah.
about Latin now?
Immediately.
Someone mentions Latin.
Yeah.
He's the Latin grammar.
Oh god.
It
Yep,
comes
it is
from
Latin.
ramus,
Oh.
Ram.
which
Well,
means
if it's-
branch.
Ra
Yeah, I was gonna
in
say because
Latin would
Ramo in
probably be
Spanish
Ray.
is branch. Huh.
And the annoying thing is, even though there's another term that's means basically the same thing as zooid,
Mhm.
you can only use that for animals. Whereas Rammet or Ramet is, you can use it for things that aren't animals as well.
Interesting.
That is
In terms of
problem.
sentience, or in terms of they can be literal objects.
They can be plants and other
Oh, I
things.
see. Okay. Interesting.
yeah.
So is like the microbiology that makes up lichen, would one unit of that be considered a rammet? And I mean like the literal substance lichen.
I know, but
Yeah. Well,
when-
yeah.
I know.
Not of the YouTuber. Because I don't know about that. But so a Rammet, I think, is defined by the fact that it's genetically identical with all the other members of the
Mhm.
colony. So in like siphonophores are the classic example, like the Portuguese man of war. Because even though it looks like one jellyfish, it's actually
It's actually, yeah.
like a colony of many different
All of
jellyfish
them.
working together. And each one of those is a rammet or a zooid, depending on which word you want to use.
That's true. Because cnidarians are still animals. Like, so it's still, yeah.
Nidarians.
Mm-hmm. Cnidarians, nidarians. Are we going
I always-
with the
I
kneecap
always-
rule?
Imagine the C as being soft for some reason. Snidarians.
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 Yeah.
That's how I always
Those-
pronounced it in my head before I learned. I heard people pronounce it.
I always just called it Cnidarians. Like, I even made the emphasis on a vowel that doesn't exist. I would always just say Cnidarians.
You know, that reminds me actually of something that I encountered in one of my jobs when I was doing some landscaping work. So I assume you all know the plant lilac, right?
Uh-huh.
And like the color.
Uh-huh.
Lilac.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's like a
Like
it's a-
every
Yeah, go
yeah,
for it.
light purple, right? So the plant, everyone said lilac.
Oh no.
And I looked it up later. That is that's a pronunciation of it, but I had never heard it that way my entire life. And then I
If
Which
I hear
pronunciation?
someone pronounce it that way, I'm going to slap.
Lilac versus lilac? Is that what you were
Mhm.
saying? Or like
yeah,
lilac?
like it's like lilac with it's like a backed
Oh god.
Because
Not
in
front.
Britain it's lilac.
Lilac, yeah.
Yeah. So it was like derived from that, I think.
Huh.
So instead of
They misinterpreted the vowel.
Yeah.
and
That's
then
I
we
wouldn't know. I only have short vowels.
see
It
the
can
A.
only be ack. If you don't pronounce it as ack, then I will slap you.
You just Britain has entered the chat.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of fun stuff, and then how I in my linguistics class we were going over the caught merger, and I was one of like 4 people that didn't have it.
Oh yeah, I guess
being-
because that. Oh wait a second. That's
So
interesting.
you guys remember that tangent we went on a long while ago about how Emperor Tiger Star uses Paint dot or just MS
Just
Paint
yeah.
for his maps?
Mm.
Well, the guy I DM'd asking about what program he uses started typing in my DMs and then stopped. So that's how
Oh.
far we've
Oh,
gotten.
okay.
Unfortunate.
Okay. This is tragic.
Uh,
Let's see.
What were you
We'll
saying
see
then?
if he types again, though.
God damn.
About
All right.
why are you saying?
My people.
Oh, he's
I
typing
must-
again.
Oh wait. I need to actually like end this live stream soon.
Oh, yeah.
You can keep chatting all you want, but we need to give like a little goodbye in here because I have to go get to my plans, which are supposed to start in
Leave the
6
live
minutes.
stream
but-
running. Just
Oh.
leave your computer with the live stream running.
Don't do that.
No, I'm
we'll
not
be
doing that.
responsible.
My computer will be out of memory by the time I get home. It's not gonna be good.
If that's the case, the software using
I
is
see.
very poorly written because it shouldn't. That's called a memory.
Okay, so apparently the mapper I asked also uses MS Paint for making the frames.
Okay, of course.
Oh, that's all we need to know.
I guess
So-
That's the stream's over
People-
now.
I guess the
People
pros just keep
use
it to the
MS
basics.
Paint,
Okay.
and he's not like a basic mapper.
Oh, that is. I don't even know how to interpret this. Again, it's just like when you have limited technology, your creativity within that limited space is amplified because you kind of take advantage of everything you can do, I guess. Something like that. I have all this fancy editing software and stuff. It actually limits my brain because, I've got too much at my disposal. Like I need to limit myself to just like a cheap like iCarly microphone and like a laptop from 2008, and I'll make the best content ever. That's how it'll go.
Yeah, he has 5.7 thousand subs,
There you go.
and
Wow.
he uses MS Paint.
That's impressive. Again, I guess
Alrighty.
it works. All right.
Yeah.
Everyone give like some kind of salutation of goodbye-ness. You'll be seeing Big Lang
Stay out of
again.
school and do drugs, kids.
Uh,
Goodbye.
Very inspirational. Yep.
I'm not even sure how I got here.
Well, you got here. That's all that matters.
That's right. It's in this case it's about the destination, not the journey.
Yes. It was very fun speaking with all of you in Big Lang and in chat
Quite
as well.
fun. And it was fun. This kind of felt like a podcast, but Agma entertained everyone with his face and pictures,
There you go. Podcast
including the
visuals.
picture of the skeleton with eyes that we've been left with for the end of the
God, I
stream.
forgot about that. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's good. Okay, that's great. All right.
And as Benny always says, remember, kids, do crack.
That's a great way to leave this off. Yes. So you will be seeing Big Lang again in one form or another, several forms.
I will return.
Smaller combinations of us, different combinations of us, whatever. We exist. We're not going anywhere. So until next time, Nga and everybody else in Big Lang out. See y'all later. Live stream.
Bye.